What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? You now tuned into the motherfucking greatest. We got another episode of Boxing Matchups. I got my co-host up here, BVO Sports, the Cleveland Lease Browns fanboy. but
Is that coming from the Redskins fanboy right there?
What's going on with you, man? What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm feeling good, man. How about you, man?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. Like I said, I'm living to see another day. That's all I can ask for. But yeah, man, we had preseason number 2 in the books. It's down to the last preseason game coming up. These guys are about to start making their cuts. We're about to start seeing these teams finalize their roster, I'm excited for this season. I see a lot of good things for the Washington Commanders. They look like we might have a quarterback that we've been searching for a while. Sam Howell's been looking good in these preseason games. Like I said, it's preseason, so you can't take too much into it. But from the looks of what I've been seeing from him, he looked like he's going to be okay in the regular season. So I can't wait for the season to start. What's going on, Bruce Gas? Appreciate you coming through. Optimal LD, what's going on with you? Appreciate y'all coming through. As y'all come in, put something in the chat so I know you here, and smash the like button. Let YouTube know that we live. But how you liking your Cleveland Browns right now?
You know what? I could say I've seen some positive things with the defensive line. We decided not to sign Jadeveon Clowney back, which could be a good or a bad thing. I think the way I've seen Myles Garrett, the kind of shape he is in, pause, he just looks like he's on a tear. And the thing I could say is I just hope this year that we do a better job of the run pass balance, because too many times, in Cleveland, we kind of like a man with no country. We almost, don't know what we want to do. 1 minute we're a running team, 1 minute we want to throw the ball. Now we got Deshaun Watson, but I'm excited. Amari Cooper looks good. I'm just excited. I know we're in a very tough division, man. You got the Ravens, the Bengals. It's just, Pittsburgh, no matter what, you can never count on Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
even if they don't have a quarterback. I mean, you got to be honest that that brother, man, is one of the best coaches in football, man. So,
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, that's the only person that kind of worries me. But from what I'm seeing with the Bengals, they look like they got some real bad issues, not having Joe Burrow. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens, man.
I saw that Clowney has signed with Baltimore. I saw him on the sideline. I was like, damn, I missed that one. I didn't even know that he picked him up. But that's a good move for Baltimore. I don't know what he's going to bring to Baltimore, because if I'm thinking that he's starting to fall off a little bit, because this is his third team now. And so,
Yeah.
if you're a good talent like that, they usually, especially an edge rusher, they usually try not to let those guys go, because they want those edge rushers in there. What's going on, Big Tex? Appreciate you coming through. So,
You know what? He got an issue with his motor, and I think in football, you can't have a motor issue at a critical spot like defensive man, because
mm-hmm.
1 minute the motor runs hot, 1 minute it runs cold. But it's the same thing we see in South Carolina. He's the exact same player we seen. Remember that second year, he looked like the greatest thing in the world, knocked the guy's helmet off with that viral hit. Then the
Mm-hmm.
third year he came back, he looked very lethargic, basically, going through the motions. He's like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. He's one of those players, man. You just can't trust him, man.
Yeah.
You know.
What's going on to my Southern brother, Southern T? What's going on with you, man? How your Tennessee Titans looking in their second preseason game?
What's good, Pim? Mostly, man, mostly I was looking at my team offensive line. We got a new offensive line. It's still a veteran offensive line, but most of the people new to our team. So we got like three or four veteran offensive linemen to come in. We drafted the offensive lineman in the first round. We drafted the offensive lineman in the fifth round. So I was mainly looking at our offensive line, our wide receiving core, and our quarterback situation. Now they got Tannehill penciled in as the starter, so we got to deal with that in Tennessee. So that is what it is. And then more so our backup QB situation, Malik or Will Levis. Malik clearly is the better player right now. Will Levis actually ended up getting hurt, right? So he could say, well, I got hurt. That's why, I didn't get the QB2 spot. But Malik is the QB2. You know what I mean? So I was impressed with Malik this preseason. Our offensive line, for what it's worth in the preseason, it looked pretty good. It looked like, any other Tennessee offensive line. So I kind of think, we going to be all right there. Again, new linemen, not inexperienced linemen, just new to our team. So they just got to mesh together. I like that. The biggest question mark, though, I would probably have to say would be our defensive backs. Yeah. And I really want to see what our wide receivers look like, in the real game situation. Because so far, right, we're not playing with the first-string quarterback. We're playing with Malik. But they've been doing, decent too. But for them, I just want to see, what they go look like. It's going to take more than a preseason for me to really give my wide receiver grade. But I like what they, look like, right now.
Yeah. No, I get that. I say that all the time. Preseason, you only could take it with a grain of salt because these guys ain't really coming out there playing. They're not coming playing 100%. So you could take it with a grain of salt. The only ones that really playing is somebody that's trying to make the team. But when it comes to the veterans, they're not playing full strength. They're playing probably around 75 to 80% of what their skill level is. But when you're speaking about the offensive line, Washington also has a new offensive line. I believe we only have one returning starter to our offensive line. I mean, the guys that we have, majority of them been there, but they wasn't starting. So we got a new revamped offensive line as well. And for the most part, they seem like they holding up pretty good. I want to see when it really counts and they sending D-skies blitzes and stuff like that. I want to see how the offensive line holds up. Will they be able to pick up that man that's coming free and switch off their number one block and be able to pick up that man that's coming free? But for the most part, they look pretty good. I love our receiving core. And this past last night, I was watching the game while I was doing my live stream with BBO. And I understand that Baltimore didn't have a lot of their starters playing, but what I took away from it, I took away two things from it. One, I see the chemistry that Sam Howell has with the receivers, and it looks good. But also, I see that Baltimore doesn't have any backups. Their backup was they was getting carved up. I mean, every time I turned around, I saw one of my receivers running around wide open. So I was like, wow. But I also saw somewhat of the same thing when it came to my backup defense, because we didn't have a lot of our starters playing on the defense side of the ball, and they was getting carved up a little bit. It was like every time we'll go down and score, they'd give up a big play and let Baltimore come down and score. But they eliminated that streak that Baltimore have. I didn't realize it was a big of a streak as they had. That was the first time that we beat Baltimore in 24 preseason games. That's damn near every time since Baltimore came to Baltimore. We lost every single game in preseason to Baltimore. So they finally got that monkey off their back. But I mean, it's preseason, and we don't take too much in the preseason, but it's something to look forward to. I feel like Washington has a different different aura about them now that they got rid of Dan Snyder. It's like the fans and the team are coming together. Like the fans, they was excited. You would have thought that it was a regular season game the way the fans was out there cheering when Sly hit that 49-yard field goal to win the game. You would have thought it was a regular season game. Those fans was out there cheering. So I could see the energy is different now that Dan Snyder is gone, and that might be something that the team could build on, because that was one of the things. That was one of the biggest things for me is we never really had a home field advantage when we got to this new stadium, because a lot of the people didn't like Dan Snyder. so they wasn't coming out to the game. So it might be a little bit different this year. What's going on, G5?
Why aren't they like Dan Snyder? That's kind of crazy.
I think it was the whole front office. They didn't like Vinny. They didn't like Dan. I think it was just the whole front office. The fans just never liked the whole front office. I think because Dan was he was trying to be like Jerry Jones and buy a Super Bowl instead of going out here and letting his coaches draft the right players. He was trying to go out there and buy a Super Bowl. It never worked out. So the fans just got turned off by Dan Snyder, and they wanted him out. So me personally, I never had no real big issue with Dan Snyder, but a lot of the fans just didn't like him, and they wasn't coming out to the games. Like you would see, we would have a big rivalry game like against Dallas, and you would see just as many Washington fans in there as Dallas fans. So it was like that with a lot of teams. We never really had a home field advantage because the fans just didn't like Dan Snyder. They didn't want to come out there to the games. What's going on, Five?
I thought it was because y'all didn't play in D.C. I wonder why they won't build them a stadium in D.C., man.
They actually coming up for a new contract. They moving the stadium. I'm not sure if they're going to move it back to DC or if they're going to move it to Virginia or if they're going to. I doubt if they stay in Maryland. I think it's going to be either DC or Virginia, because their contract is up at next year, 2024. Their contract is up at FedEx Field. So. And right now, they in the process of tearing down the old RFK Stadium. They already got the signs up there, the post your biggest memories at RFK. So they about to tear that stadium down. They're in the process of tearing that down now. So I don't know if they're going to rebuild another stadium in that spot or if they're just going to find somewhere else to go. But if they do that will be the best spot in DC because it will be open and there's nothing else there. And the only thing that was ever there was RFK Stadium.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, man. I'm looking at the Dallas Cowboys. They have a little struggle. I just seen a video where Dak was in there throwing. He was in misses of form on pick sixes to other teams. So I know y'all got a tough division. But are you worried about what the Eagles gonna bring this year? Because I mean, like you said, your quarterback looks good. But they got a lot of protection passes. I think the enemy's using a lot of his plays he was trying to save because, I mean, your quarterback's running for his life, man.
I'm not worried about no team. I'm just worried about my team. You can't worry about nobody else. You got to go out there and do your job. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. It's on you to prepare for that team and do your job. If you go out there and you prepare well for that team and you do your job, the pieces going to fall in place. It's just a matter of everybody do their assignment, and if they the better team, they're the better team. It doesn't matter. I want my team to be the best version of themselves that they possibly can be on every single game night.
How come y'all never put the draft capital in to get a franchise quarterback? I don't understand why they haven't got a franchise quarterback in Washington. It makes no sense.
Well, we haven't had a franchise quarterback because we haven't had a franchise head coach. We've been changing head coaches just as much as they change draws. So I mean, you can't every time, even if you get like the best quarterback that we had, and he wasn't a world beater. The best quarterback we had was Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins wasn't Jay Gruden's quarterback. That was Mike Shanahan's quarterback. So it's not going to work. That's why they kept putting the franchise tag on Kirk Cousins. They were like, we're going to give him another chance, see what he does. We're going to give him another chance, see what he does. But it just Jay Gruden didn't like him, so he let him go. So I mean. But I believe Sam Howell, if he plays like I think he's going to play, I believe he's going to blossom into our franchise quarterback.
Yeah, it's funny because he could be terrific, man. With a guy like the enemy, I know he had Patrick Mahomes, but for a long time, even when he was in Minnesota, man, he's always been really good at doing a lot with nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he has some of the skills that Patrick Mahomes possesses, as far as the legs and the arm strength. Now he doesn't throw the crazy passes like Patrick Mahomes, but he has the legs and he has the arm strength. He can make every throw on the field. There's not a throw that he can't make on the field. And we all know when we all seen him. I mean, you've seen it firsthand, just like I've seen it every single week since.
Oh, here we go.
When he get out on the edge, I mean, that man got wheels. He got wheels.
Hey, you know, it's funny. I want to ask you something, T. I want to ask you, man. Have you been discouraged with the fact that your Titans have been underachieving these last 4 or 5 years, man? Just living way beneath what they tell us that they can be.
Who?
Because I think
The tight end?
Bro, we won two divisions. Bro, we won 2 divisions the last 4 years. What are you talking about?
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the playoff success hasn't kind of followed, and I think.
Okay, yeah, I know what you mean. When we get to the playoffs, but okay, think about it like this, bro. We lost to the Chiefs, who won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Guess who put us out the playoffs?
Yeah, they made it to the
conference finals. I mean, in the
AFC finals.
in the AFC finals.
Mm-hmm.
Now the year before, we lost to Lamar. They finally got over the hump and they finally beat us. But Lamar won MVP that year, so we lost to the MVP and the Super Bowl champ. You know, it's not. It's the way that we lost. It's heartbreakers. It'd be heartbreakers. Like
that's what I'm saying. Y'all had those games. That's why I was saying.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, it'd be heartbreakers. It's the way we lose. It's the way we lose.
Yeah. Let me go to my man G5 because he's been up here. He ain't say nothing. What's going on with you, G5? How your boys looking?
Shit, we all right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm probably one of the most there's some stuff I do like. It's some shit that I don't care for at all. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I think we still trying to find the DNA with the new running backs we got. I do like, you know what I'm saying, little spark plug, but you know, I think he did get hurt too, but you know what I mean. What's after Tony Pollard? That's what I'm looking to be solidified. That's me. And then I want to see Dak in a full game. What you gonna do? Like, I'll be honest, I've been okay if we got rid of Dak the last 2 years already, maybe 3 years. I'm cool with him, but I know what the fuck I'm gonna get. You know what I'm saying? And if he don't produce this year, I'm like, shit, move on, bro. Like, at this point, if you can't get it right now, you 30, you're not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? You can take moments, you're not gonna do it, bro. Unless you go somewhere else and some shit just fall in place for you, because people leave Dallas and have success other places. I don't know why, they just do. But you know what I'm saying? I guess it's a lot of times they be getting held back. But shit, Dak got to do something this year. The defense, I think we'll be okay. I'm more concerned about the inside. I want to see what the linemen and I thought the trench is gonna do. Yeah, that linebacking core. I think secondary we okay right there. So that's what I'm looking at. I just want to see what youngsters really hungry, bro. Who want to play? That's what I'm looking for. Even if you're not the best player, not the highest draft pick, if you want to play and you giving it your all, hey, let that man get out there, man. I don't care if you make it 110 million a year. If you playing like shit, sit on the bench, bro.
Right.
We trying to win.
Y'all got a solid defense. The one thing that I hope, I mean, me personally, I don't care. Y'all not my team anyway, but I just hope that it doesn't bite y'all in the butt by letting Zeke go, because regardless of how we feel about Zeke was a hell of a blocking running back. That man was one of the best blocking running backs in the league, and that's a big thing to let go, because if Tony Pollard can't hold up a block, Dak gonna be running for his life, and that's what got Zach hurt, was running. He got hurt from running, but if you gotta have a running back that's going to be able to hold that block when they send in that extra man, because your offensive line can hold up, but so far it's going to be somebody that's going to come free. And if you don't have a running back there that can actually block and hold a block, your quarterback gonna get blown up every time.
Well, I'll say this, man. Y'all gonna really miss telling more because when y'all coach is showing us, man, he still got 2008, 2009 Madden.
Breaking up.
Yeah. What's going on with you, Knockout? I know you came up here to tell you heard
Hey,
G5
man, I'm chilling, bro. I seen G5 over here, T and D Free, man. And shout out BVO too. But my brothers, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
What's poppin', KO?
What's good, Pimpy?
Hey, chilling, man. I was just man, I brought y'all up because somebody came in my. I forgot who it was. The Washington used to be red.
I know who it was. I was in your chat last night.
Oh, they played. Y'all played. Why y'all
King
celebrating the fucking preseason victory?
No, I'm gonna tell you like this. It was two reasons why the fans celebrated the way they did. For one, they got Dan Snyder out there, and it's a new feeling in the air. It's a new feeling in the air. And for two, that you got to understand, we haven't beat Baltimore in a preseason game since they came to Baltimore. They had a 24-game winning streak against us. So those fans was excited about that. I mean, I don't really care about it, but I mean, I understand. You got to build off of something, and they got over that hump. So they like, okay, we doing something now.
That'll be y'all biggest win of the season.
Nah. I'm telling you,
damn,
you're gonna see that second year quarterback back there. I'm telling you, that man, you gotta remember, we took him in the 5th round, and they saying he was a first round talent. We took him in the 5th.
Remember this, bro. Remember this, D3. I told y'all that Deuce Vaughn was gonna be like Darren Sproles. You seen what Deuce Vaughn been doing, bro?
No, I haven't been paying attention to Deuce Vaughn.
Dog, Deuce Vaughn out here, bro, he might be better than Tony Pollard, bro.
Hey, I mean,
yeah.
Hold your horses now.
He might be.
He might be better than Tony Pollard, bro.
That man got footwork, boy. That nigga
out there chopping them feet, boy. He chopping them feet, boy. Spinning on them boys, scoring touchdown.
Got footwork.
Watch this. Y'all stay. I ain't never seen people throw away players faster than the Cowboys, man.
Who we throw away?
Y'all throw away everybody, but I'm telling you.
Hold on, BBO. Get your tag along ass. Nigga, hop back on. Y'all throw away everybody. Hey.
I know who everybody else team is. BBO, who your team? I know T about to answer my question.
The Cleveland Browns, bro.
The who?
The Browns.
D3, I know he new to the TWT. Y'all get his ass out of here, bro.
Hey, but you know what's funny?
Get him out of here, bro.
You know what's funny? Y'all sell pennies down there in Dallas. Y'all want to talk crazy, man. Y'all
ain't out of here, bro.
Y'all
about to
man, we sell tickets, we sell panties, and we the richest franchise.
Let me ask you a serious question, G5. So, at what point, how much longer are y'all going to waste Michael Parsons' talent in Dallas? How much longer? Is he going to be new?
How much longer y'all gonna waste Deshaun Watson talent in that orange ass helmet? How long y'all gonna waste Nick Chubb talent? How long y'all gonna waste David Njoku talent?
Spot, bro. Y'all don't waste a spot in the NFL. Y'all should be canceled, and they should get a new team, bro. Listen, they should get rid of y'all again, bro.
Y'all won something. Y'all haven't won anything. What are you talking about, D4? Y'all haven't won anything. It's about winning.
Y'all haven't never won shit. You don't even deserve to even be talking to football with us.
They left us an expansion franchise. So
you rock with the Browns, dog. When people think of the Browns, they think of Jim Brown. Shit, Eric Krause get more clout than the people you talking about. Quit playing. I know Browns history, bro.
Listen,
come on, man.
Don't forget about Ozzie Newsome. Don't forget about Otto Grimm. We are the NFL. The Bears, the Cleveland Browns, the Green Bay Packers.
Y'all have you talk about we ain't won nothing. Y'all ain't never won a Super Bowl, bro.
Never.
Listen, that's what I want. That's what I want to know. How much longer are y'all gonna waste Michael Parsons? Y'all wasted Amari Cooper. I mean, y'all don't win nothing. Y'all spend all this time drafting these great players, and they do nothing. Dak Prescott, y'all paid Dak Prescott all this money to do nothing. What are you talking about?
We have taken the longest vacation of Super Bowls of any Super Bowl or any big time blue blood program in the NFL, bro. We ain't won a Super Bowl in 20-some years, bro, and y'all still can't get one, bro.
Listen,
What
man.
y'all been doing? What y'all been doing the last 20 years,
What I
bro?
tell you is this: what the Browns have been dealing with is simple. We had bad ownership, just like the Redskins had.
And we got good ownership.
Listen, if you got bad owner after you had Randy Lerner, he was horrible. Now you got Haslam, he's a little bit better. I mean, you cannot beat out bad ownership. I don't.
You know what you won't see, bro? You will never see a Dallas Cowboy fan with a brown paper bag over their head, bro.
That was the Saints.
Ever.
That's what you will never see, bro.
That
boy, you don't want to do this shit with me, boy.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, I'll tell you this. When y'all hired Bill Parcells, I mean, all y'all do is get studded guys past their prime, and y'all parade them on the field like y'all got something. Bill Parcells, y'all had T.O. didn't do nothing with him. Y'all had Tony Romo didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? Like,
bro, y'all ruined Odell Beckham's whole career,
do nothing with him. Are we talking about like Super Bowl or bust?
We talking about Super Bowl or bust. And
you don't get to talk about that.
Nigga, y'all got Amari Cooper. What you doing?
Terrell Owens was a beast.
Man, y'all dumbass offensive coordinator. How y'all start going away from the best fucking receiver on the team? Amari Cooper couldn't even get catches at first. Are you serious?
No. Let me ask y'all a question.
Boy, that's a ludicrous ass shit.
Have the Cleveland Browns made it to the Super Bowl?
We ain't made it yet. A lot of franchises haven't made it yet. It happens. You can't beat
man, drop that expansion shit. Fuck all that.
No, but what I'm saying is the reason I brought it up is because everybody on this screen had a team that either went to the Super Bowl or won a Super Bowl, except for the Cleveland Browns. You can't talk about how they waste talent when y'all haven't even been to the Super Bowl.
See, you know what you're doing? You're being a bad faith actor. There's no way you can outplay bad ownership. I don't care who you are.
Anyone in here?
So you mean to tell me that Jerry Jones is a great owner? Get the boy. I'm about to ban talking football with you, bro.
I got a question. When you talk
about Jerry Jones, you talking about one of the best talent evaluators in NFL history. He just ain't won with it. But as far as
best talent evaluators,
how many y'all got the most Pro Bowlers since 2000? I think it was.
You must don't know who Will McClay is.
The most Pro Bowlers.
That's why he got deep pockets. That's what make him a good general manager. His schematics.
He got money.
His schematics are terrible.
Y'all sleeping on Will McClay. Every team in the NFL wish they could have our draft person, bro. That's what it is. That's who finding our talent. So let me ask y'all something for real, bro. Was anybody here born before 1964, bro?
Nobody. And ain't nobody been here was born before 1964. I'm the oldest man on the string.
So we ain't so basically was nobody on this panel alive when the Browns won their last championship.
Oh, you by 1 year, okay, you got me.
I'm the oldest man on the string.
Some of my bitches.
So you gotta talk to like your daddy or your granddaddy or something about the last time the Browns was good, bro. Like you can't go back in your whole lifetime, bro, and talk about your.
I thought you was really going somewhere, KO. I thought you was really going somewhere, KO. You shoot insults. I was following you and everything.
But this is what I'm saying.
I have no objective. I have no objective facts.
Money and prestige do not make you a good owner. It don't.
But let me tell you this. The thing about Jerry Jones is he's an egomaniac. He had a great thing with Jimmy Johnson, ruined that. Had a decent thing he was building with Bill Parcells, ruined that. He is just a cancerous coach. If y'all would have had anybody on the planet other than Jason Garrett, y'all would have had about 3 rings. You don't lose with a guy like Tony Romo, DeMarcus Ware. I can keep going about the talent. Dude, Tony Romo can play.
But what he did in the fourth quarter.
Listen.
What do you do in the fourth quarter?
Man,
tell me a game he did well in the fourth quarter.
Let me ask you this: Did you see when Joe Montana was throwing interceptions?
No. You said Tony Romo.
Yeah.
Tell me a game Tony Romo played good in the fourth quarter.
He played great with the Seahawks until he muffed that punt.
What quarter was that?
What
quarter was that?
That was the third or fourth.
That was the fourth quarter. It was the end of the game. The chip shot field goal.
And that, but he played well.
Tell me. I just want to know.
Tommy, I'm not talking about no Cowboys. I'm telling you about these Browns.
But you talking about the quarterback Romo. Romo was not as good as people say he was.
Oh my God, man, Romo's a borderline Hall of Famer,
bro.
man.
Tony Romo. From 2008 to like 2012, Tony Romo took turns letting every other team win the division the last game of the season, bro. I remember that shit like it was yesterday, bro.
When it came to the big game,
clutch for us, bro.
He didn't show up.
Let me ask you this. So are you talking about Eli Manning, who misses the playoffs, wins the Super Bowl, then misses the playoffs, wins the Super Bowl?
He's another one.
That guy?
He got 2 rings, though, bro.
All I know is I would have rather had Eli Manning in his 2 rings than Tony Romo in his stats. And
I'm telling you.
Tony Romo was very good at getting our hopes up, making big plays, and then he get to the
regular
last
season
game of the season, bro. Robert Griffin III getting the playoffs off our back. He get to the last game of the season the very next year. Yep. Fucking Eli Manning get to the playoffs off our back, and then he get to the goddamn last game again, bro. Mm-hmm. And then the Eagles, I forgot, maybe it was McNabb. I think it might have been somebody else, but they went to the playoffs on our back, bro. Yep. And he did this shit over and over. You want to know what Tony Romo's career was? Go watch that game that we played the fucking Denver Broncos, bro, and Peyton Manning, and it was like 51-48, bro. Tony Romo was balling the whole game right there with Peyton Manning, throwing touchdown after touchdown after touchdown. Right, last drive, we like, oh shit, Tony done scored like 5 touchdowns. He about to go in this bitch. Y'all shouldn't have gave us the ball last. He throw that bitch to the other team, pick 6, bro, and we lose the goddamn game, bro. He did that shit his whole career, dog.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
What I'm saying is this, man. Nobody talks about Eli Manning through more interceptions.
I do.
Passes.
You never heard me. I never praise Eli.
But listen, that's what I'm saying. You saying he wants the result. At the end of the day, the thing you gotta say.
I just want to say in Tennessee, we think Eli and Romo was decent because all our quarterbacks terrible. But go
ahead. Nah, bro, y'all had Steve McNair though, bro.
Yeah, Steve McNair, Vince Young, and we had Steve McNair, Vince Young, and they killed Jake Locker, and the coach damn near killed Vince Young. You know what I mean? But I digress. They literally got Jake Locker killed. They literally killed Jake Locker. People think he sucked because he got killed in Tennessee. They literally got his back broke, elbows. Boy had to retire like at 26 years old. That's who Sam Howell remind me of too. But I digress.
Well, let me go to my man Thomas real quick. How is your team looking right now, as far as preseason, from what you've seen?
I like my team. I mean, we just got an injury today. We've seen a man that we just drafted, but it's a minor injury. Jackson Smith, he hurt his wrist. He had surgery today. He should make week 1, but that it's a bad sign because he was playing well in the preseason. Because the other 2 receivers haven't been playing. But I like what they've been doing. It's preseason, so I'm only looking at a few players how they're looking. I like the backup running back that we drafted from UCLA. I've been always talking about him, Charbonnet. I think he's great. He could be a number 1 starter. You know what I'm saying? But we got Kenneth Walker there. So, I like my team. It all depends on Geno. If Geno could play like he did last year, they're going to make the playoffs and they could fight for the division because they got the offensive weapons that Seattle has. It's no joke. 1, 2, and 3, like drafting that kid from Ohio State, like it's ridiculous. Like the speed that we have on offense, they're supposed to. We got good tight ends too.
Yeah. Let me pose a question to the panel. From what y'all seen y'all teams last year and what y'all see from y'all teams so far in the playoffs, do y'all think that for the most part they covered up some of the flaws that they had the previous year? I'm gonna go to T first, G5, Thomas, BBO, and then Knockout.
What was the question again?
From what you saw your teams last year, the flaws that they had last year, and from what you see from your teams this year, do you think they covered majority of those flaws, if not all of them?
Right. Okay, because I follow my team close, right? Because it's my team. I know most of last year our problem wasn't, a talent issue, wasn't even a coaching issue, wasn't a terrible defense issue, wasn't even, a terrible offense issue. It was an injury issue. Most of our people missed. I think we were the second most injured team in the league. I think about week 13, 14, it was up to like 260 players or something like that. But we just had a bunch of injuries. If we could stay healthy, What we went 7-9 last year, something like that. We won 7 games with a and think about it, when we was healthy, people forget we was like 6-1, 5-2. You know what I mean? Something like that. But we just literally that was the worst injuries I have ever seen. You know what I mean? Like as far as my team as in total, like we may have a running back get hurt, we may have some DBs get hurt, some linebackers, but man, we had everybody hurt last year, from the running back, the best running back, to the best quarterback, to what you would call our best wide receiver, to our rookie wide receiver, to our starting DBs. We was about in camp, our 4th string DB, our rookie DB, he was the 1st string cornerback by the time the end of the year came. You know what I mean? So we really just got to stay healthy for the most part, I feel like. And I think we're going to be all right. We'll win upwards of 11 to 12 games this year.
All right, Five, on you, man. Same question. From the flaws that your team had last year, and from what you've seen from your team this year, do you believe that they cover majority of those flaws, if not all of them?
So, I think Gilmore was a good pickup. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that Diaz can learn from, who a vet and have been the defensive player of the year, and who's still a lockdown corner. So you just pair him up. You know what I'm saying? You lock that down. I think Bland is gonna be a stud for us. He started showing us last year. So I mean, DB's trying to get there. My concern is Dak and our running backs. Hopefully the line back healthy so they can get back what they used to doing. But running back and quarterback, 2 major positions on defense. On offense, I'm concerned about. I think our receivers, adding Cooks, was a good pickup. Somebody that can, you know what I'm saying, eat up the slot. I think they fine. I think Gallup gonna have a nice year too, especially after coming on strong after, the second half of the season after the ACL injury and shit like that. So, I think the skill position is good. We gonna go as Dak gonna go. Parsons gonna be Parsons. We gonna go as Dak go. You know what I'm saying? So that's my question mark. Number 4, and our running backs. That's my biggest question marks for me.
All right, same question to you, Thomas.
All right, no, I had it muted. I was coughing and shit. But with Seattle, the main thing with Seattle was last year we were terrible against the run. We was one of the worst teams on defense against the run. If you remember, the biggest game that show was against the Raiders, where Jacobs killed us, and Jacobs killed us in overtime and ran one for like 60 yards to the house and ended the game. And that's when you saw like their defensive line and the linebackers was shit. But this year they addressed it. They got Bobby Wagner back, which is first ballot Hall of Famer. They got Devin Bush from the Steelers, right? Jordan Brooks should be back off ACL injury. He should be back. I don't know if he's going to start the season, but it's always, he'll be back, and he's a monster. He's a tackling machine. We got back Jaron Reed from Alabama. He was with us. We drafted him. We let him go. I forgot what team he went, but he's back. And they're talking well about, Boye Mafe. He had a good preseason. Preseason don't mean anything, but he was playing hard, which, I like what I saw. They talking big about Darrell Taylor. This is the year he should do well. He was a, good draft pick. They would, he's supposed to do well. So it's going to be the defense. That's the biggest flaw. Like, we got the Mr. Injury prone Jamal Adams coming back. We signed Julian Love from the Giants to play safety because Adams is always hurt. So I'm guessing, and I'm hoping, because he hasn't played in a preseason game, I'm hoping that they use Adams as kind of like a, everywhere. They put him at linebacker, defensive end, because that's what he does. He likes to get the quarterback. He likes to hit people. He's not really good in coverage, When have you saw Adams catch an interception clean? Like his hands is terrible. But he's a big hitter. When he was with the Jets, he was all over the quarterbacks. Like he would blitz a lot. So maybe they use him there. They got Julian and Diggs. They drafted Witherspoon for Illinois. We had a guy that was almost all pro last year as a rookie, and Tyreek Woolen. I mean, we got a lot of, on paper, I'm excited for this team, but paper and doing it on the field, 2 different things. The schedule starts so pretty decent in the beginning. We go with the Rams at home. You got to win that game. The schedule gets tough at the end. So they, the first 5 or 6 games is going to tell the story. So,
all right. BBO, same question to you. What from the flaws that you've seen from your team last year and what you've seen from your team this year, do you believe that they cover most of those flaws, if not all of them?
Unfortunately, I think as usual, man, we just didn't get it done as far as addressing the secondary. We're just putting so much pressure on these cornerbacks who've shown us that they can't play at the highest level. The most important thing is getting a full healthy season out of Deshaun Watson. Amari Cooper was terrific for a lot of the year. You know, we got the best running back in football. I think we got an emerging tight end with Njoku. I'm just really hoping that the Browns can stay healthy and stay focused, because one of the biggest things, we were one of the most penalized teams in the NFL last year. It was just dumb mistake after dumb mistake, and when you don't have a disciplined football team, that really, you know, kills you. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what Deshaun Watson does. You know, Mr. $230 million guaranteed. Because to be honest with you, that a lot of us in Cleveland, we got our hopes on him, even though we should have drafted him in the beginning. But I'm thinking he's ready to make a statement. You know, he said in training camp, was reading about it, he said he wants to win MVP this year. So we'll see if he can do something like that. That's a lot to ask for a team that was as moribund as us on defense. I just really hope that the secondary doesn't bury us like it did last year. But that's just my main thoughts on it.
All right, Knockout. I mean, I know you and G5 like the same team, but I know you might have seen something different that G5 didn't see. So what you got with the question?
Yeah, man, I agree a lot with what G5 said, but for me, bro, I'm gonna try to take my fan hat on and give you some real analysis if I can. This ain't my expertise, but for me, bro, real shit. Like, I like that we got a corner in Stephon Gilmore, because for me as a Cowboys fan, the main thing on our defense was like, bro, the person playing the opposite of Trayvon Diggs be trash, bro. Anthony Brown was garbage, bro. He was garbage. So Stephon Gilmore is a huge upgrade, and that's gonna allow Jordan Lewis and Deron Bland to be in the slot, and them boys was looking real good in the slot. That's gonna help our run defense, because now we don't have to give so much help in coverage. We can give that support to the run, bring our safeties up more to help in the run, and then we all know Michael Parsons is gonna make them, and Sam Williams is gonna make them that pass defense better by getting to the quarterback. So I like what we did on defense, but the biggest upgrade to me, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, bro, but we got the Tank Davis of football, bro. I'm telling y'all right now, bro, if Deuce Vaughn was 5'9" or 5'10", 215, 220 pounds, bro, he the best running back in the draft, bro. He the best. Like, if you just want to talk about how quick he is, like, imagine somebody being that short, 5'5", and you running 4.40, bro. That boy quick, super fast. His vision is off the chain, and he's an upgrade from Ezekiel Elliott in every way other than blocking, bro. I know Zeke got the name and shit. The only thing that Zeke does better than him at this point in his career is block, bro. He catch the ball better. He run better. He better in the open field, and y'all are going to be shocked at how cold that man is. I know everybody don't watch the Cowboys and shit, bro, but I'm telling y'all, those are the two biggest upgrades. The corner opposite Trayvon Diggs and what Deuce Vaughn about to do to the league, bro. And when it used to be, oh man, Tony Pollard, he the only person give you explosive plays. Zeke in there 2 yards, and then he just moving the power forward if he can. Y'all gonna see a drastic difference when that boy Deuce Vaughn hit the field. And then G5 said it best. All that shit sound great. If that can stop being Tony Romo 2.0, then we'll be good to go. All that shit sound good. The team around Dak, if you get that to about 10 to 12 other quarterbacks, bro, they be Super Bowl favorites. So he got to come with it. He going to be the key. But what we did on offense, getting the upgrade to Zeke, what we did on defense, upgrading our secondary. Oh, yeah, we lit. We lit, bro.
The Gilmore is a big piece. Yeah. That's a huge. That was big.
That was a big pickup right there.
And then re-signing and making sure they paid Zach Martin was big too.
Come on, bro. Y'all know y'all can give it up, but y'all know when y'all team played the Cowboys, y'all was looking for I think he was number 1 this year. Where Anthony Brown used to be number 30. Y'all know y'all quarterback was looking for Anthony Brown, bro. Y'all looking, y'all know that was lit.
No, remember he went from 30 to number 3. You still got the same last name, bro.
You ain't good enough to be single digits, bro.
Man,
if you gonna be single digits, you gonna be cold, bro. You can't be trash and be single digits, bro.
Yeah. Man. Oh shit. Who dropped off?
Shelton. No, Shelton's still there. He in the corner.
Oh yeah. What's going on, Shelton? I appreciate you coming up here, man. I'm not sure exactly what team you root for, but
he's a Raider fan, right?
The Oakland Raiders, bro. The Oakland Raiders.
Yeah. So from what you saw from your teams last year and what you've seen so far from the preseason this year, do you believe your team have covered all the flaws or covered most of the flaws, if not all of them?
Nah, man. We ain't got Jacobs in camp yet. We got a hell of a receiver in Adams. Our offensive line needs help. Jimmy G is not a guy that can do it without pieces around him. Jimmy G is the modern day equivalent of a Phil Simms. He's not gonna win it, but if you got the right pieces around him, he's not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
And we don't have the pieces where our offensive line needs help. We don't have a running back. Defense, we're gonna go as far as Mad Max and Chandler Jones can take us. That's all we really got. Man, it's not looking good in my town. But look, I'm a Raider fan. We roll with the Raiders in 72. Every year we gonna win the Super Bowl, in my opinion. So I just got to see the first 3-4 games. And if we 1-3, I know where we headed. If we 3-1, we might have some action.
Yeah.
What's crazy with the Raiders is crazy. Like, let's say if Jacob signed, they have 3 players that could probably be top 3 at their position. That's nuts.
Exactly.
That's so
exactly.
Adams, Crosby, and Jacobs, like top 3 at the position, maybe number 1, right?
But this is what kills me, though. This is what kills me. How you not gonna pay the guy who just led the league in rushing and had 1,200 yards the year prior?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
He played running back, bro. That's a bigger NFL issue. Ain't none of them boys getting paid. They just Jonathan Taylor. They just said, bro, you can go get a trade.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Trade, and then shit, y'all saw what Saquon got a 1-year deal, bro.
Yeah.
I understand. 1 year, 12 million.
He got a 1-year deal because he was threatened not to sign that franchise.
Franchise tag.
So they were like,
well, 1-year deal so he can go be free. But bro, it seemed fun when you and Pop Warner and shit. You want to be the running back, get the ball all the time and shit. Boy, you get to the NFL, they use you like you like literally a commodity, bro. They don't treat you like a human at all, bro.
Hey, I see somebody did analysis.
26
you're considered old. Back in the day, running back is important because they ran 60 to 65% of the time.
Yep.
Now the game is an aerial game, so they don't need to run. Running back's not that important.
And they rotate.
Then teams are realizing I don't have to get no running back in the first and second round for him to be a stud. For example, Austin Eckler was a 5th round pick or something like that, 6th round pick. He arguably the best running back in the league. One of them, he a top 3. So it's like we got him on a rookie contract doing this, and he producing better than y'all who we paying. Why we gonna pay y'all when we can go draft somebody in the 4th round and they can go reel off five straight 1,000-yard seasons? But you get this person that came from one of these Power 5 schools, they get here and don't do shit. That's what's fucking the market up.
Right.
Running backs that are not getting drafted.
Hey, D-Free, T backstage, bro. T is backstage, D-Free. If you can hear me.
Say that again?
I said T is backstage, bro.
I don't know. Oh yeah, he is. I see him. Hey, so let me tell y'all about my team because I ain't saying nothing about mine. But from what I seen from my team last year and what I see this year, the defensive line look like they back to being one of the top defensive lines in the league. We got a rookie corner who seemed like he's gonna be the goods. I mean, he went very low, and we
you talking about that boy at Mississippi State?
Emmanuel.
Yeah, he's nice. I like him.
I think he might be the steal of the draft. He might be the steal of the draft. That man, he's a ball hogger. He's a ball hogger, and for his size, he's not afraid to tackle. He's not afraid to tackle nobody. But the biggest thing that I seen that we had a problem with was the quarterback. And from what I've been seeing, I think Sam Howell might be the resolution to the problem that we were having, because the man been looking good. I mean, even when we go back to the game against the Cowboys, the last game of the season, I know it was the last game and it didn't really mean nothing for the Cowboys, but the man came out there and played good. And then I look at him in preseason this year, and he looks even more comfortable in preseason. And we can't take too much away from preseason, but I'm looking at the fact that he got a new offensive coordinator. And this is actually his third offensive coordinator in 3 years, because you go from he had an offensive coordinator in college, then he had the offensive coordinator last year, and now he has another offensive coordinator. And the man looks comfortable. I didn't see no delay of games or none of that. That man looks comfortable, and I think we might have found the solution for our quarterback. I'm not going to go too much in on it until I see him play a few games in the regular season, but he looked like he might be the goods, and that's the biggest thing that stood out to me was the quarterback situation, because we all know that Washington was going through quarterbacks like they was going through their draws. So every time we turned around, we had a new quarterback. So the only thing that the only position, actually not even position, the only other thing that we changed more than quarterbacks was the head coach. So I mean,
don't sleep on EB coming over there either. Don't sleep on that.
Yeah. And I mean, the rookie tight end that we had last year, this is his second year, Cole Turner. That man looked like he might be trying to take Logan Thomas' spot. That man was out there catching everything. They said he was having some drops in practice. I ain't seen no drops during this preseason. The 2 games that he played in preseason, he hasn't dropped the ball yet. So I mean, maybe it was just because it was practice and he wasn't going full speed. I don't know, but he hasn't dropped the ball yet in the preseason. So and then we're gonna have Robinson Jr. for a full season now, because we only had him for I think like 9 games last year, because he came back from the gunshot wound that he took. And he still did pretty good last year, even though he only played like 9 games. He still did pretty good, but we're going to have him for a full season this year, and I think he's going to be all right. So I mean, I got optimistic about my team, but I mean, like I said, it's preseason. You only could take preseason with a grain of salt, because a lot of people don't play their starters, and it's more so a tryout for the rookies and the undrafted free agents. Those are the ones that's really out there playing hard. What I don't like is some of the backups that we got. The backups, I saw them missing tackles. I saw them missing assignments. So they gotta clean that up, because I mean, somebody go down, you the next man in there. You gotta be willing to step up. So that's the part that kind of worries me a little bit, that the backups was missing so many open field tackles, because they was right there and they were just missing the tackles. And it was like every time we come down and score, our backup defense that we had in there was letting the Ravens come right back down there and score. They made Josh Johnson look like a daggone all-pro quarterback, and Josh Johnson is not that good. He's decent, but he ain't that good. That's the reason why he's fighting for the second string quarterback in Baltimore. He's not fighting for first string. He's fighting for the second string. So we got to clean that up.
Well, let me ask Sheldon something. So, do you think you guys made a good decision letting go of Derek Carr?
Yeah. I think we made a good decision, because when you tell a motherfucker to sit home the last 2 games of the season, it really ain't. And he's been the starter for 9 years. And he's carried the team. Even when the team was shitty, he was the best player on the field most of the time. And you tell that man to sit home the last 2 games, we don't want you around. We're trying to look at our young talent. That dude is never coming. You got to get rid of him now, because he's never going to have respect for the organization again. He felt slighted. He felt fucked over. And, that's why he went to New Orleans and got $150 million. And I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? Because that was bullshit. That interception against Pittsburgh wasn't his fault. Motherfucking the receiver, the guy from Clemson, you know what I'm talking about, Riffro, went the wrong way. The ball was right there. The motherfucker went the wrong way. So after that, he decided to fix the starting quarterback for 2 weeks. Yeah. I'm glad he gone.
I think when you got a guy like, I think the only reason y'all even got Devontae Adams is because of him. So I guess
that was his partner. They played together in college. Yeah, that was his partner.
So that's what I'm saying.
Damn, so who gonna be throwing? Who y'all quarterback now? Who gonna be throwing Devontae the ball?
Jimmy G.
Jimmy G.
Oh my.
Four-star Jimmy can play though. Star Jimmy can play a little. He really can.
Hey, like I told you, Knockout. Jimmy G is the motherfucking modern day equivalent of Phil Simms. He's not gonna win it for you, but if you put the right pieces around him, he won't fuck it up.
He can't stay healthy either. He's always getting hurt.
He's always hurt. Yeah.
I mean, the panel's open. Y'all can talk about what y'all want.
I was looking at Washington's schedule. It looks good that those first 6-7 weeks.
They must don't play. They don't play the Cowboys. They must don't play the Cowboys.
Hey, look. Let me ask D Free something right quick. D Free, what you think about all this controversy? What you think about all this controversy talking about Eric Bieniemy coaching them too hard, man? What's up with that bullshit?
You said the controversy of what?
They talking about Eric Bieniemy over there coaching them too hard, complaining to the coach and all that old weird shit.
That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do. He's a coach just like the head coach is. He's the assistant coach. He ain't just an offensive coordinator. When he came in, Ron made him the assistant coach ASAP. So he's supposed to push him. I like when you got a coach that's pushing your team, because I'm from the old school. I'm where they practice every single day in pads, and they was hitting every day. Right. So this new school of football, that's why we have so many injuries, because these guys ain't practicing hard, so their body ain't used to the hits. And when they get out there and take a real big hit for the first time, they're coming up injured.
And plus, you gotta remember, I'm coming over here from a team that's we've been winning over there. You niggas ain't been doing nothing. Y'all been losing, getting your ass kicked. I'm trying to show you how to win.
But you gotta remember, that's the same reason they threw him out of Minnesota, man. He's always had that issue of overcoaching. He know what he's like. He's like the Tom Thibodeau of NFL coaching.
The full coach. Yeah.
He always play you to death and then wonder why you ain't got no gas. The only reason those teams won in Kansas City is because you had old Andy over there letting Eric know when to sit down. Because Eric did the same thing to Adrian Peterson. Yeah. He did the same thing to all his players. He just plays people. You can say that old school back in the day stuff if you want to. At the end of the day, it ain't back then, it's now. You can't have the whole team quitting.
But here's the thing, though. You motherfuckers ain't been winning. The shit I've been doing has been successful. You motherfuckers are losing for a long time. For a long time.
Well, let me ask you this. So they had the white Shannon Sharp, and they had Patrick Mahomes. And then before that, they had Tyreek Hill.
The white Shannon Sharp. I love that.
Hey, that boy Kelsey is just like Shannon Sharp.
Kelsey Cole. Travis Kelsey Cole.
Just like Shannon Sharp was, bro. Like he clutch. He look like a receiver out there. I mean, he nice.
But here's the thing, though. But you talk Kansas City because you know they in my division. I know them well. When you talk Kansas City, you got to remember something. When they need to stop a motherfucker, they stop somebody.
Yeah.
When they need a first down, they can't run to get a first down. They're a complete team.
I know y'all think I'm just paying out, bro.
The refs have looked out for KC a lot too.
I know y'all think I'm fanned out, bro. But I just want to bring it to y'all attention, bro. That Deuce Vaughn and Bijan Robinson, they play in the same conference, bro. And Deuce Vaughn had more total scrimmage yards in the last 2 years than Bijan Robinson, bro. I just want to make y'all aware that this boy about to come. He gonna set your boys on fire. Y'all gonna be mad when this little dude is putting foots in y'all team's ass. I'm telling you.
Yeah, lucky Philly ain't get Bijan. That's all I know, KO.
He's 5'6". They can't see the motherfucker. They can't see his little ass.
I hope you remember Charbonnet's name too, because he's going to be a beast too.
Hey, Tommy, I don't want to get your hope. I don't want you to get your hopes up. You still got Geno Smith, bro.
Geno
played better than your quarterback last year. And Geno played better than Dallas' quarterback last year.
You make it no sense, bro. He missed 11 games. What are you talking about?
It's PBO talking to you, bro. Why you coming at us, bro?
but we're coming off last year into this year. So you can't talk about
And
Geno
you
from 10 years ago.
you had
We're talking about Geno now.
No,
like
Tom,
Geno
you can't be coming for that like that, bro. I didn't even say nothing, bro.
Geno can
I think Geno had the highest passer rating in there.
You can't talk about Geno after what he did last year.
No,
Geno can go.
Geno surprised me last year because I was getting on top of it all last year.
But BBO, you haven't heard anything I said? Like, what's wrong with you? You haven't heard anything I said, bro? What have I said? I said it all depends on Geno. They built the offense for him. They got nothing but great talent around him.
And they just gave that motherfucker $105 million. And they just gave Geno
You know what? Did you want to
Yeah,
talk shit about Dak? I hope Geno turned into a pumpkin on your ass.
It can happen. It can happen. But you know what? He didn't lead the league in interceptions like
That's
Dak.
like Dak.
Dak led the league in interceptions, and he didn't even play the full season.
That's cool. Our team is more
I'm just
talented
saying,
than yours.
I'm just-
Geno
you
goes
want-
Yeah, two picks in an elimination game.
Hey, Marky, it don't matter if he turns into a pumpkin.
Yeah,
65
bro.
of that 105 is guaranteed.
Not the rule.
65 of that 105 is guaranteed.
You got that energy drink as a backup, so y'all good.
That's all. Listen, that's okay. They built that offense around him. They have a great receiving core. I don't know. I can't really remember their draft. I think they added pieces to the offensive line. I think they're gonna be good next year.
When he go,
Especially with that kid Jackson Smith and Jigba.
When he
That's
go
the
Case
third receiver.
Keenum,
Think of that. He's
They're gonna be
He just broke his
they're gonna be a lot better.
wrist. He just broke his wrist,
like
but
I
he'll
said,
be back for the first game of the season, they said.
On paper, they look good, but we don't know what they're gonna do. On the field. And Geno Smith is always a question mark.
And
I understand that, but they got
that kid Zach Charbonnet.
That's what I said earlier. That, they're not listening to me, bro.
Hey, what I
if we
will
get
say, what I will
2016
say-
Dak, we
I'm
win.
saying Zach Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker, he's more of like a Marshall Falk type. He could do both. He could receive and he could run the ball. But Zach, no. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not saying that he is Marshall Falk. I'm just saying he can receive the ball.
No,
Like, come on now.
He plays
Now,
more
and Zach Charbonnet, he could be a bell cow.
No, he plays more like Le'Veon Bell did.
But
Okay, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, shit.
Nah, not like that. Trust me.
Listen to what I'm telling you.
I've seen him play.
Seattle is going to compete. Seattle is going to compete with Frisco for that division. Watch what I tell you.
Yeah, it's all if the defense plays well. Remember, we were terrible defensively, especially against the run, and we added
you still are. You
I don't know.
Bobby Wagner.
Still on. You got an old Bobby Wagner.
I don't know who does Seattle have on that line to deal with Nick Bosa, and then they just added Javon Hargrave, Shelton. I don't think so. That D line is too lethal.
I know. I said they're going to be bad. Because they would have got Bobby Wagner.
in the
Bobby
NFL,
Wagner
the
got to
Dallas
be like
Cowboys.
60.
What are y'all talking about? Let's get some order around here, man.
We know that. We know that. We know that. It don't matter though if y'all go to the playoffs and score 19 points again. None of that shit don't matter, Carol.
Yeah, you don't have the quarterback. It don't matter.
Cowboys, man. Y'all gonna miss Kellen Moore. The fact that y'all done signed Kellen Moore.
Y'all should have tried to draft. Y'all should have tried to draft Stetson Bennett this year, then maybe draft another quarterback this year while y'all have Dak for another year, and let him compete for the job. But no, y'all stuck with this nigga. Now you gotta extend him.
D3, how many points was the Cowboys last year? 35, 36?
Huh?
How many points was the Cowboys averaging last year? Like 35, 36 points a game through the season?
I think like 26 or 28.
What, last year?
And got to the playoffs and scored 19 points and lost? Come on, man.
Something like that.
Well, they played the 90 defense.
What I will
played
say
against the best. The 49ers had the second best defense in football, bro.
Yeah, defense.
But that's okay, bro. Like Dak threw 2 picks.
It didn't look like it when they went to Philadelphia. It didn't look like the second best defense in football when they went to Philadelphia. It didn't look like that. Look like they got their ass kicked.
I keep trying to tell y'all the best teams come out of
No, Sheldon. I can't lie. They had the Eagles offense in a lot of bad situations.
Because it was a bad
And a lot of the Eagles scoring was on short yardage.
Let me ask you a question, Marky.
That's a tough defense, Sheldon. I can't lie.
Marky, did that matter? Did that matter?
The Eagles match the Niners.
No, it didn't matter, but that was mainly because of our defense.
It's a new point. It's a new point. It didn't matter. They went to Philly and got their ass kicked.
How you gonna attack our defense?
Yeah.
The Niners defense is a bad matchup for Philly's offense because Philly has one of the best offensive.
But yeah, KO. I mean, y'all just don't got the quarterback. I'm sorry, man. Dak cannot elevate that team.
If Joe Flacco can win one, then we can get one. Okay,
you need to get one. Y'all need to hurry up. Jerry don't die soon.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all should have drafted Stetson Bennett.
Most
Jerry is 80 years old.
When you win games at the line of scrimmage. That's what most of the games are won at. The line of scrimmage and the defense. The Niners defense did not match well with Philly's offensive line. Philly's offensive line was one of the best. That's what I'm saying.
If you're looking at it on paper, bro, the best defense in football is in Dallas on paper.
Man, stop that shit.
It is.
Hey, Coach, don't come in here with
Nah, I can't say that, Shelby. I mean, people talking. You want to talk about Philly?
On paper is in paper.
Hey, D-Free, you heard about they zesty ass?
Oh, okay. Well, let's look at our premium positions.
Hey, what's up?
I got the best edge rusher. I got Hassan. Well, second best. I got Hassan Reddick.
Yeah, you don't have the best is in Texas.
That boy Trayvon must he take.
Well, no, I could call Hassan Reddick the best.
Hey,
the last 8 weeks of the season, he was unblockable.
The number 11 in Dallas is unblockable. Number 11 in Dallas is unblockable. We can admit that.
Hey, what's up with y'all boy Trayvon though?
We don't care about that. Can he play?
Huh?
We don't care about that. Can he play?
Oh, Trayvon.
All I know is Hassan Reddick. He beat the 40. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, brother.
No, they got some zesty motherfuckers on Dallas.
What happened?
I asked you who the best defense in football is. You start talking about people's sexual preferences. That's how I know I got something.
What are you doing?
Not the best. Not even on paper. Y'all not even on paper the best.
What is
got two premier defensive players.
What do you do?
Who is?
Huh?
Who
what happened?
Axe knockout. He know.
Did you say we only got two premier players?
On defense, I'm saying on defense, like elite.
So Stephon Gilmore ain't elite no more.
No,
Terry already cooked him.
He's very good.
I think he's a good starting cornerback.
I admit to him being very good. I don't know about elite.
Elite is a different elite right now.
He's very solid.
He's
solid.
He's been in the league about 5 years, man.
He's a top tier corner, but he's not elite.
Bro, he's not.
He's very,
He's not at his defensive player of the year prime anymore.
That don't mean he ain't elite. If he top 10, he elite.
Nah.
He's not top 10.
I'm gonna tell you why.
I'll give you that. What's a cornerback with somebody with IQ?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That's three players. That's three players. Who else?
Hear me out. With his IQ and his ability to jump routes and how he knows the routes really well and his veteran presence. What's his best friend? A fucking pass rush.
No, I'm gonna tell you this.
He's gonna be even better with our pass rush, bro.
This is why
the pass rush is good. He rolls the dice a lot, though, which is not always good.
I'm gonna tell you why he's not elite. Because Gilmore is on a team with Diggs. Diggs is the best corner. And Diggs never had a season like Gilmore did in his prime.
Diggs is the best corner in football, though. So of course he's not.
He's not.
He's gonna be the second best.
Are you nuts?
I got
Jalen Rams. You out of your mind.
Even if you say
he's not even top 10 in coverage. What are you talking about?
Even if you say Diggs, I give you that. Even if you say Diggs the best corner, which I don't believe he is, but if you say he is, I give you that. He still never had seasons like Gilmore did at his best. At his best. So for you to say Gilmore is elite and he's not even the best corner on the team. He's not elite.
That's a
he's very good.
Gilmore is the more complete corner anyway.
At this point, he's very good, but he's not elite. He's very good.
You know what's funny? For you to say he's better than Jalen Ramsey is like nuts, man.
That's crazy. That's hey.
Like,
Vada test that man right now. Hey,
and the funny thing
Vada
about,
test that man right now, bro.
Diggs,
What
he
you
get
knockout
interceptions,
talking
but
about, bro?
because
Jalen Ramsey.
he get interceptions, but he get burned for like
I'm taking
1,000
Ramsey
yards or
over
something
Diggs.
crazy
Jalen
like that.
Ramsey
Every day,
Jalen
twice
Ramsey
on
getting
Sunday.
burnt off.
Fuck is we talking about, bro?
Like, what is
He's
Jalen
not the
Ramsey
same.
Jalen
doing?
Ramsey been getting burned
Like,
all year.
Yeah, it's absolutely. He's not
In
the
the
same,
Super
and he's
Bowl,
hurt.
he got burned.
He's
He
no,
got,
he's
man,
I don't know, man.
that's-
Ramsey is not the same Ramsey.
From taking
As
so
y'all
much
said, Gilmore ain't the same Gilmore. I think
Jalen Ramsey
Darius
ain't been the
Slay to
same
me is one
Jalen
of the best
for
corners in the
years
league
Wait a
now.
minute. Did I just hear somebody say
no.
Jalen Ramsey's the
think
best corner in football?
Nah, I don't think so.
Yes, he is.
No shot.
I ain't
No,
say
he
that.
is.
Hell
Who's
no.
No, he is
Jalen
not.
Ramsey?
No, he is not.
Man, Jalen
No, he's
Ramsey ain't
not.
been the best
But I'm
corner
taking him over
in
He
for a
may be the
minute,
most
bro.
physical
I'm
corner
taking
in
him over
football, but
Diggs.
he's definitely
It's
not
been
best.
at least
Taking him
2
over
years
Diggs.
since he's been
not.
the best corner in
Fuck is we
He
football.
get
talking
up
about
too
here?
much. He get ate up too
I'm
much.
not.
If you told me you're
Who?
taking Ramsey's best
Bro,
years
that's like
versus
calling
Diggs, then I'd take Ramsey. But he's at the tail
the
end.
pot
He's
calling
not
the
the
kettle
same
black.
anymore. Ramsey's
Bro,
He get ate
Trayvon
up too
Diggs
much.
is worse in coverage. What the
Can I
fuck are
ask
we
y'all?
I
talking
like
about
that
here?
kid, Tariq
Let
Woolen
me,
He
let
was
me,
getting
let
out
me
of
his
ask
ass
y'all a
Seattle.
question. Let me
Listen,
ask y'all
I
a
didn't
He's
want to.
question.
6'4" and runs a 4.240.
I didn't want to be a
That kid is a
fanboy.
matchup
Let me
nightmare.
ask everybody a question.
I'm not a
Let me ask everybody
fanboy,
a question.
but he's
Yeah.
Let me
nice.
ask everybody a question. Let me
Yeah.
ask everybody a question. So, how can you
And we
say he's
drafted a
not the
good corner.
same in a passing league? They're throwing more passes than they ever have. So you
And
really
he
can't
got
even judge him
trashed
to
him.
that old. But what I'm saying, you can't even
But
judge them guys to the old Deion Sanders,
but
No.
William,
We're
none
not
of that.
doing that. Hold on.
no,
We're
but
not
they
doing
tried
that.
to make a
I'm
bigger
telling
scene.
you.
Didn't
I'm telling
Diggs
you
give up
that
less
Marshawn
yards last year?
Lattimore is better than Jalen Ramsey.
Right.
Marshawn Lattimore in New
Diggs
But he
Orleans is
got
better
help
than him.
over the top.
Trayvon
He
Diggs
keep
is
a help
giving up
over the
just as
top.
much
All I
yardage.
know is
Why
He
are
got
we
cover
talking? What are
two.
we
He
talking
according
playing
to
about?
cover
Pro
two.
Football
He's not a
Focus,
real
the
cornerback.
Dallas
The
Cowboys
boy
is the only
in Green
team
Bay
with
is
two
better
top
than him.
10 cornerbacks.
Oh,
That's all I
The
That's a
know.
boy
bad
in Green
team.
Bay
Jair
is
That's a
better
better
bad
than
than
him.
Pro
team,
him
Dion.
too.
Football Focus, we the only
Are you
team
talking
with
about a
two top
cornerback?
10 cornerbacks in the
A
league.
corner. A corner. Does the nigga play corner or does he not play
Yeah,
corner?
I know you're talking about.
The
I know
nigga
you're
No,
plays
talking
he's not
about.
a
corner.
safety.
Sauce
And the
Sauce
nigga in New
Gardner is
Orleans
better
is
than
better than
Diggs.
him.
The safety over the
Lattimore
top.
and the nigga in Green Bay is better than him. And he
Bro,
plays
they
Lattimore
corner.
better
They
than
both play corner.
plays
Diggs.
with a
Top 10
safety
What are y'all
over the
cornerback,
talking
top.
about?
plus
Lattimore
the
is not
best
playing
pass rusher
one-on-one.
in the league. I'm just
Yes,
letting
And
y'all
Lattimore
know.
I
don't
will give you
travel.
that, but DB, you tripping.
He ain't better than
Bro,
Sauce
Sauce
either.
is better than Diggs.
He ain't
What are
better
we
than
talking
Sauce.
about?
You forgot about
I
Sauce.
forgot about the nigga in New York. He's
Yeah,
better than him
Forgot
Sauce
about
is
too.
great.
Sauce.
Yeah,
No,
Sauce is
he's
great.
better than Diggs, Sheldon. Don't get it
Man,
fucked
he
up.
just
He's
got
better
he
than
just
He
got a
better
Diggs.
than
cool
Ramsey
name.
What are
His
y'all
name
too.
talking
just
about?
good. His name just
Hey
good.
man, y'all
He just
not
got a
finna
good
just go to
name, man. That's
disrespect
all.
I'm
Diggs like
not
he
putting
Hey,
been
no
getting ate
man.
up
respect
by
on Jalen
everybody.
Ramsey
He's
God
garbage,
damn,
until that
He's
nigga cover
garbage.
That
somebody.
nigga slap
That
people up
boy
out here.
is.
garbage.
I'm not
Come
putting
on,
no
man.
respect on
He ain't the
Jalen
best
Ramsey,
corner,
man, until that
five.
nigga start covering
Man,
somebody.
he the best
I
corner
never
in the
said
league.
he was the best
Nothing but
corner.
a better
I'm gonna put it
version
like
of
this.
Marcus Peters. That's all he is. He take a lot of chances.
Diggs,
That's all Diggs do is take a lot of chances.
In my opinion,
Yep, and he missed a lot.
is a top 5 corner in the league. Diggs is a top 5 corner in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's top 5.
That's fair.
Whatever you smoking, man, send me some. You sound crazy.
Ain't causing
That's a fair statement.
turnovers.
Yeah.
Ain't causing turnovers like the most impactful thing that a defensive
Nah,
player can
Dig
do.
easily,
Yeah.
Dig easily top 5. Dig easily
Yeah,
top
he's,
5
I
corner in
agree
the
with
league.
that.
But he
He
get
easily
burned
top 5
all the
corner.
time. What are you
Bruh,
talking about?
his
Bro,
coverage
he
is
gave up
terrible.
less yards last year. All the double moves, he wasn't biting on that shit last year. That was the
Nah,
year before,
his grade was terrible still.
bro.
It didn't improve.
I
It didn't
I didn't
improve a
say
lot,
he didn't
Five.
get beat. I said he didn't get beat like he did. It was the big ass thing. He gave up 1,000 yards with 11 interceptions. That's all they kept talking about.
All I know is
If y'all know football, y'all would have known that was the main topic. They said, "Oh, he got 11. He beat the league in interceptions, but he gave up this many amount of yards." Then the next closest
So
person
does
to
that
him
make
was
him a complete
Bradley.
corner?
Man,
So
y'all
does that
get
make
out of
him
here
a
with this
complete
shit.
corner? In y'all eyes, does that make him a complete corner?
yes,
Just
he's
a
Now,
ball
big.
hawk.
He is
Just the
complete.
ball hawk.
He's a ball.
Jalen Ramsey is a name. That's all he is, bro. He's a name.
Oh my God!
He had a couple good years in
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Whoever
He's a
Jalen
name,
Ramsey
but
right now,
yeah, no,
they
I
got
just seen
offers
him get
Trayvon
burnt
Diggs
too
and
many.
Jalen
I
Ramsey,
see
they
him his
making that
last
trade,
couple
bro.
years. He been getting cooked.
Straight up.
He been getting fried,
Yeah.
bro.
OG, can I ask you a question? Have you already started?
Yeah,
drinking
he's
this one?
one of them dudes. They get named to the
Nigga.
Pro Bowl reserve
Hey,
off of
it-
name and reputation.
I'm gonna
Nigga.
tell you.
So they get that on their
Hey,
resume.
The only thing
hey, I
Randolph
hope he didn't think he was the best cornerback going to Miami because he damn sure ain't better than Howard.
The only thing
Man.
Ramsey can still do that
David Howard might be better than him.
is he can
He is.
tackle better than a lot of corners. That's about the only thing right now. It's like he's a good tackling cornerback, and you don't get that.
Yeah, he's physical. He's physical.
Yeah,
like I said, the kid in New Orleans is a better corner than he is, Marshawn Lattimore, and the kid in Green Bay is a better corner than he is.
At this point, Jalen Ramsey needs to be a safety. He needs to be a safety.
I mean,
yeah, I think Jalen Ramsey will do much better if he moved to safety. If he moved to free safety, he'll
I agree with that.
I think he'll be a better safety. Like
he might have to.
He plays safety at State.
Do like Charles.
He's hurt right now,
bro. He started. He was a free safety at Florida State and was nice.
Yeah, in the middle of the corner. Yeah, he should have stayed at that. I thought he was gonna come in the league and play safety.
We can't act
y'all
like
started
his
off this
prime won't like
conversation
that.
saying hold on. Man, y'all started off this conversation talking about Jalen Ramsey was better than Trayvon Diggs, but now y'all talking about the nigga need to change position because he's so trash. Which one is?
I didn't say it though.
I didn't say that. I just say
I ain't say that.
I said he gotta do better at safety. The nigga ain't doing it.
Ramsey and Trayvon Diggs is the same dude. They don't take chances.
EBO started this shit. You know why do I respond to a Browns fan, bro?
They don't take chances. They're basically the same player. Ramsey and Trayvon Diggs is basically the same dude. They take chances.
Oh my
They don't really gamble.
Now they're the same player.
Ramsey.
Can I ask you a question? Hold on. Let me ask you a question. You talking about a guy who got somebody over the top watching him. That's not a true corner, man. You cannot count him. Lattimore always got the safety rooming and cover too. He's not one-on-one on an island, man. That makes no sense. He's nothing but Josh
Hold on. Let me.
Marshawn Lattimore is always matched up against the number one receiver. I don't know what else
the corner stays in the flat.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Because this is the position that I've always.
So what are you talking about? Safety's always over the top in cover two.
I've always played corner and free safety. So this is my position.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak on it.
Because you have a free safety over top that's roaming, and you're playing cover two, that doesn't take away from your corner position. You're more of a system corner. You're not a lockdown corner.
And we got a lot of those, don't we?
There's lockdown corners and there's system corners. Because
tell him.
You can be a system corner and be like Richard Sherman.
Hold on. Don't forget Rondé Barber. Rondé Barber was the best system corner in history.
Yeah, Rondé Barber was.
Bro, he's elite. He's an elite system corner. Rondé Barber, hands down.
When you look at the likes of Rod Woodson, Darrell Green, Champ Bailey,
Deion Sanders, those lockdown corners.
Those are locked.
Those are locked.
Jalen Ramsey.
Sean Springs.
No.
Those are lockdown corners. Those are two different types of corners. So we look at those corners and say, okay, those guys not as good as them. They play a different type of system. Those are lockdown corners.
All I know is during Jalen Ramsey's career in Jacksonville and at the LA Rams, he primarily plays zone, cover three, dropping back. He ain't following nobody around locking shit down. So I don't know what. I don't know what you be watching, BBO, but he ain't.
Yeah, I don't know what you be watching.
It's two type of corners. Some play in phase, some play out of phase. If you play DB, you know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But Jalen Ramsey,
you know what I'm saying?
Jalen Ramsey is better in run support than Diggs.
Yeah,
that motherfucker be cracking shit.
That's like to answer your question. The boy in Green Bay and the boy in New Orleans always line up against the number one receiver. Always.
Give me the guy that covers better. That's like saying, well, you know what, bro? You know what? Ezekiel Elliott is a better blocker than Saquon Barkley.
Bro, Diggs is not covering like he's a ball hawk, but he's not bro. That nigga
is better against the pass than Jalen Ramsey, bro.
No, he's not.
He's not better than Jalen Ramsey, bro. No,
yes,
he's not,
is.
bro. How many Super Bowls has Diggs been to, man?
We're not gonna see this year because Jalen Ramsey is out.
He's hurt. He's hurt again. He's been getting hurt a lot more.
Shit, based off that last year. Shit, Jalen.
He got hurt in practice. He's out for the season.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, Jalen Ramsey wasn't better than Diggs last year.
I don't know how true this is, because I'm good at doing research and shit. I'm just looking it up right now. All I know is it say right here at the research, it say when the Rams went man last year, they was ranked dead last in QBR and shit.
Yeah, they are.
They say Ramsey when they go man, he can't cover shit.
He's not a lockdown corner. Ramsey's not a lockdown corner. I hear a lot of people say that.
Not anymore.
He's not a lockdown corner. He's a system corner. He was in
the beginning.
No, he was locking shit up.
He was a lockdown corner.
At Jacksonville, he was locking shit up.
Jacksonville,
that's before the back injury, fellas. That's before the back injury. Don't forget about the back injury.
Listen what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
Ramsey did,
but he was locking shit up.
This is what Ramsey did in Jacksonville. He stayed on one side of the field. That's what Ramsey did. He stayed on one side. Whoever was that receiver on that side,
I think he
stayed
wrong.
on him. He didn't roam.
You wrong about that, dude.
I
think he roamed. He roamed. He roamed in Jacksonville.
When he went to the Rams, he played the best receiver on the opposite team almost all the time.
Yeah, so he roamed. He roamed in LA for sure.
Yeah,
did you say
he was a lockdown? He was man to man because him and Metcalf.
No, most games he was on number one in LA.
Physical and everything.
And the Rams,
man to man.
Yeah, he was roaming. Yeah, he was. He was.
Yes.
No, he did not roam. He didn't.
He roamed. I'm gonna tell you why. No, because he roamed Terry McLaurin the whole game in that rain game.
He might have roamed Terry McLaurin. He might have roamed Terry McLaurin, but he didn't do it every game.
When he played the Seahawks twice every year, he was always on Metcalf. They had battles. They would fight with each other. Unsportsmanlike. He played every
he is the number one.
Yeah, when he was in LA, he played the best receiver.
So you say Metcalf is number one?
He's their X. He's their X receiver.
Based on the way Seattle plays, they put Metcalf as number one in the depth chart.
Yeah, DK Metcalf is number one in Seattle.
I'm asking
DK Metcalf is number one.
Listen what I'm saying. I'm asking you, is Metcalf number one over Lockett?
Yes. Statistic-wise, he's not.
When I say number one,
I'm talking about
stats. Listen what I'm saying. When I say number one, your number one get more targets than the number two.
Right. Stat-wise, he's gonna get.
No, he's the number one receiver.
Is the one that gets game plan.
DK Metcalf is the number one receiver in Seattle.
And Jalen Ramsey ain't shit, but Josh Norman.
As much as I like Lockett more,
you tripping now.
DK is the number one.
DK Metcalf is the number one receiver for the Seattle Seahawks.
Come on,
man. That's a disrespect now.
That's not even a question. D Free, that's not even a question who's the number one in Seattle, bro.
Yes,
everybody knows DK Metcalf.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a question. Because
I remember when DK Metcalf was kicking everybody's ass his rookie year.
I'm like he's the real Reavers or something.
They are bracket. They bracket DK. They bracket DK all game.
More receptions and more yardage.
But that's stat wise. Yes, he's gonna be number one on the team.
What you gotta understand with Metcalf
number one gets more doubles.
Metcalf is a mismatch physically and athletically compared to the other guy. Even though I've been saying this, and you guys know me, I like Lockett way more because he has better hands and he runs better routes, in my opinion. And Lockett doesn't drop anything. But DK is the guy you game plan against because he's the more physical, more athletic receiver.
Let me ask the real question. Hold on. Let me ask the real question. If you gotta pay Lockett or you gotta pay DK, who the fuck you gonna pay?
I'm taking Lockett.
No, you're not.
I'm taking DK. DK is younger.
Y'all tripping.
I'm taking
DK, man. That's
every year. Day in and day out. Lockett has better stats than DK Metcalf.
But that does not make him the number one.
No, hold on.
DK is a freak of nature. Look how swole that dude is.
I don't care about how swole he is. I don't look at no man's body.
No, but I'm just talking about when he's going up in the air to catch a ball, he takes it out of the fucking air. No, I'm taking that shit. Tyler Lockett, like he's a good deep threat and all that shit. But come on, he's old.
I hear
no, it's not that he's old. No, don't say that because he gets 1,000 yards every year. What the thing with Lockett is that Lockett is my favorite on the team, but he's not a number one receiver on the team. He's a number 2 and number 3 guy. He's not a number one.
He's a Z. He's on the weak side every play. When you call the play, he's the Z.
He's still very productive, but still, if I gotta choose, I'm taking DK.
Ain't none of them niggas y'all talking about better than CeeDee Lamb, no.
Oh, here you go. Shut up, bro.
Listen what I'm saying.
Man, none of them dudes ain't better than AJ Brown and Devontae Smith anyway.
Knockout is great.
Hold up. Y'all said the number one gets double and gets triple team and all that. So they go to the second receiver to get all the passes. Coach Joe, last time I checked, who's our number one wide receiver?
Terry, he's the X though. He's the X receiver.
Who leads the team in receptions?
Terry. But
who
he's
leads
the X.
Team in yardage?
He's the X. He's
And
gonna always
knows,
play on the strong
everybody
side.
Knows Terry is getting the ball. Everybody knows Terry is getting the ball, but he still gets all the receptions and all of the yardage.
Bro, we are agreeing on the same thing. Tyler Lockett is the number one in stats. We're just saying it's an X is your number one receiver regardless, and you got your Z.
I don't give a
Well, who is better than all them dudes y'all talking about, though? I need to hear y'all say it, bro.
Do not say CD Lamb.
AJ
Do
Brown.
not say that.
Jerry Rice is better
Do
than
not
all
say
of them.
that.
Randy Moss is better than all of them. Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, they better than all of them.
If Thomas could,
I mean, these dudes, they still having their career. Come on, they ain't put forth their legacy yet.
do that shit right now. If y'all could trade Terry McLaurin for CD Lamb, y'all do that shit right now. Y'all do it, bro.
Stop that.
Hey, tell CD. Hey,
I
tell
don't
CD
know
stop
about
playing
that
in the
now. I
slot like a
don't
little
know
bitch.
about that knockout. CD's okay.
Gary Terry is a different level of animal knockout.
Exercise, shall we? Shall we do an exercise?
Hey, knockout. Hey, that boy stop playing in the slot.
The three wide receivers that we talking about: DK Metcalf.
I'm taking DK out for C-Day.
And motherfucking Terry McLaurin. Who
Hell no.
Receiving yards?
I take CD.
Well, hold on, knockout. Let me ask you a question. How many? No, okay, CD Lamb. Now let me ask you a question. How many quarterbacks has Terry McLaurin had to play with in the last 5 years? In the last 4 years?
Who's scored more touchdowns?
Six.
How many quarterbacks has Terry McLaurin had? Yeah, exactly. And he's been the model of consistency.
Hey, guess what else, Mark?
Our quarterback led the league in interceptions, and CD still had 1,300 yards.
Is he a franchise quarterback?
I'm just saying.
Is he a franchise quarterback or no? Is he a franchise? Is Dak a franchise? Yes or no?
No. What I'm saying is the nigga had 15 interceptions, then played a full season, and the nigga still had 1,300 yards.
If your wide receiver run with Terry McLaurin and he ain't never had a 1,300-yard season, don't talk to me.
Yo, knockout.
Hey, all I know is
I mean, that nigga ain't never had a 1,400-yard season, so I don't know what you bragging about, knockout.
Who led the league in reception yards? Who led the league in receiving yards and touchdowns last year? Who was that?
Pat Mahomes.
No.
Pat Mahomes.
Receiving.
You said receiving Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
No. It was not JJ. No. It was not JJ.
Was it Tyreek?
What you said?
No.
Devontae.
You said receiving yards?
It was Devontae Adams, people.
You see the screen, right, Thomas?
Yeah.
You said receiving touchdowns. Okay.
Receiving touchdowns and yards. It's Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams had 1,500 yards last year.
I don't
How dare you put Tyler Lockett above CD Lamb?
You're still not understanding what I'm
I mean, you want to talk elite receivers. I mean, you know.
When CD Lamb play all three wide receiver positions, come holler at us.
But CD Lamb
played on the outside too, bro. He act like he didn't line up on the outside. He torched.
No, he torching shit in the middle.
Man, he tore shit on the outside too, bro. Like, we not finna do that shit, bro.
You gotta start catching the ball, though.
In the slot.
Hold on. That was in the first 3 weeks. After that, they questioned his hands. After that, they didn't question his hands.
That is cute. I like it. He the best slot receiver in the league.
Well, you be watching CD Lamb highlights, and you hope that your man can run that.
No, I fuck with CD
Lamb, boy. Your boy catch the ball and fall down, boy. CD Lamb with bitch and make some shit happen, boy.
Our receiver came out the 3rd round, been consistent. His whole career, that's cool.
Consistently above average. CD Lamb is great.
How many quarterbacks though?
Consistently above average.
Consistently above average.
Y'all got a franchise quarterback, right? all right. Oh, all right.
Who?
I was making. Oh, now Dak. Now Dak not a franchise quarterback. Cool. Y'all got it.
When have you ever heard? When have you ever heard me say he was a franchise quarterback?
I didn't say you. I'm saying the consensus.
I ain't never said he was franchise.
Washington team right now.
Dak is paid like a franchise
I think Dak is cool. He's like a Kirk
Is he
Cousins.
not paid like a franchise quarterback?
He's paid like thank you.
Oh, he is. He getting paid. He making 30s. What? 7?
That is franchise
So you
money.
can't say what he is. Jerry Jones say he is.
Yeah. And we ain't won in 20 plus years. That says a lot.
Hey, it don't matter if you ain't won in 20 plus years. Jerry Jones said that motherfucker's a franchise quarterback.
Y'all okay with average? Your boy Terry Lawrence 77 catches in 2021.
Hey, knockout.
Catches in 2022. When he gonna show some
knockout.
growth?
It's funny how you talk about defense, you talk about receivers, but you don't talk about the main position that's really gonna get you over the top. How is that? How come about that? Why you don't talk about that?
You mean over the top in Super Bowl or over the top of y'all? Because we gonna beat y'all ass again.
Over the top in Super Bowl.
Which one you talking about?
Because
which one you talking about, bro?
Because y'all did lay an egg against San Fran. And who fault was that?
We gonna finish with a better record than y'all again.
Who fault was that?
So when you say over the top, you mean like so you want like Seattle and the 49ers and you want
You're
other
not
people to fight
answering
your
the
battles.
question.
The Washington team can't do that shit
You're
for you.
deflecting. You deflecting. So you talk about defense.
Ass, Coach
you talk about
Right.
skill position, but you don't talk about the main position. You don't talk about because y'all ain't got no pad. You ain't got no A-Rod.
Our quarterback is our question mark. Your whole team is your question mark.
Nah. We'll
Your
see
whole
this year,
team
though.
is a question mark.
Yeah, I feel a
We
bet.
bust y'all ass the last time, so with y'all starters.
I feel
so
a
don't
bet.
play that card.
Our starters played the whole game, Coach Joe.
Me too. I smell it, Thomas.
I smell a bet coming on. Right
Yeah, they did.
It's stronger than my weed right now. It's strong.
I don't know if I make every year. Do you want
on his camera for this
one? The whole game, but y'all did get beat by.
Do you want it? Do you want the same bet D3 got? Matter of fact, I ain't even giving you that bet because D3 shows respect. You've been disrespectful from the time I got over here. We will finish with a better record than y'all.
You said a better record. I bet you we beat
will
y'all
finish
twice.
with a better record than y'all every year.
That ain't happening.
Every year. 500.
You said what? We not beating y'all twice.
Hell no, twice.
We will finish with a better record than y'all every year. I want that standing bet with you, 500 push-ups every year. Me and D3 got to win the division bet because he's a gentleman, okay? He's nice to me. He shows me respect. You've been talking shit. So I just want to let you know that we going to finish with a better record than y'all ass for like the next 5 to 10 years. And I want 500 push-ups on that bet right now.
You said 500 a year?
500 push-ups each year that we finish with a better record than y'all.
Say less.
We locked in.
Ain't no purpose. What are you talking about? What are we talking about, bro?
You gonna be mad every goddamn
So wait a minute. Let me get this right. You saying the Skins gonna have a better record than the Cowboys?
That's what he's
bro,
saying.
I'm gonna roll with my guys, bro. What the fuck is it?
I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at you. I can't be mad at you.
We betted on the Suns and Mavericks, but that didn't go
through. Yeah, I ain't betting no push-ups, but my Eagles gonna be the division winners this year, nigga.
I know BBO ain't getting on that because they ain't have a better record than us last year. We had three quarterbacks.
Where did I got faith in
BBO for the Browns, right?
My man from Houston. They got over there in Cleveland, the quarterback. Watson. Yeah, I got faith in Watson, man. He didn't have a whole season last year. We see what he do this year. You got a whole training camp. It's no excuses. You got $255 million. It's no excuses.
And they got some
Homie can play. Now we just got to see him do. Now you got to go get it.
It's just the AFC, man, Sheldon. It's crazy. It's way too many talent. It's way too much talent in that conference.
Let me tell you something, Mark. When you give a motherfucker $255 million and 230 of it is guaranteed, no excuse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, you got to get it done. You got to produce when you got the money.
You ain't lying.
I'm feeling so confident.
When you got all that shit guaranteed.
All the way back the last 10 years, all right? The Washington football team has had a better record than the Dallas Cowboys one time in 2020.
But KO, why do Cowboys fans always talk about the past? Talk about the future. Talk about the present. Like they got a great young quarterback. They got some good receivers down there in Washington.
It's a whole new team, baby. What the fuck is we talking about?
I'm an Eagles fan.
New owner, who this? New owner, who this?
Yeah, man. I hate the Cowboys.
You ain't got no class. You was probably one of them Eagle fans that was cheering when
what you mean?
You one of them.
Nah, man. I got love for Michael Irvin. Don't say those shit.
Y'all was booing Michael Irvin with no class when he gave his life to the sport.
KO, he wasn't alive then, bro. He wasn't alive in the days of Westbrook. Brian Dawkins. He wasn't alive back then, bro.
I am 23 years old. I don't know about none of that shit.
How could you root for such a classless organization?
Damn, Marky, you younger than me. Dang.
Yeah, he wasn't around with Andre Waters.
Yeah. I root for Jalen Hurts, nigga. But I'll say this: we gonna have the best record this year. We gonna beat y'all. That's all I know.
Donovan McNabb broke his leg for
He
y'all.
a Philly fan.
The Eagles are good.
Hey, I mean, Eagles solid. Y'all pick up an injury-prone DeAndre Swift.
Linebacker.
Like,
see, I was talking
the running back.
See, I remember the Eagles back in the days of a Harold Carmichael and all them cats.
They picked up two injury-prone
Wilbert Montgomery.
That's the problem. They got rid of one injury-prone running back to get two.
You got another one.
They got two.
Like.
They got
pressure on Hurts.
I don't mind our running back room because we got Kenneth Gainwell in there. On top of Rashad Penny and then DeAndre Swift.
Y'all got rid of Sanders?
And our coach, we know how to utilize them.
Gone.
Why y'all got rid of Sanders?
Yeah, he
got paid and left.
What you mean? We didn't want to pay him.
Oh, y'all don't want to pay
the
that
$7 million. He's getting. No, Sheldon, hold on. He's getting paid $7 million right now in Carolina. That's how much we paying all four of our running backs currently.
Yeah, you should
stop
that.
If Penny
that's value.
If Penny doesn't get hurt, that could be a steal. That's the
That's value for quality.
That's an if. That's a big ass if.
I know it's a big if.
None of them dudes any good though.
Yeah, Miles Sanders been hurt the past couple of years. What you mean?
He better than all four of them dudes put together.
When Penny played, Penny was a beast on the field. He just
I don't know. DeAndre Swift is really explosive, Sheldon.
So we don't even know them.
Hey, Marky Dan, can I holler at
All I know is Jalen Hurts.
Yo, knockouts.
Hey,
we gonna run the hot.
Hey, Marky Dan. Hey, it's proven though. When Jalen Hurts don't have a running game, they struggle, bro. Because
when Jalen Hurts is not in the game, that's when the running game struggles. Because the RPO game confuses the linebackers a lot. That's where a lot of my bad. Go ahead.
That's how he get injured, bro. Because he is the running back when he don't have a running game. They need him to throw the ball. Without a running back, he is man. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna fuck y'all up.
No, I definitely agree. I want him to run less. That's why I'm glad they picked up all these running backs.
Did the Eagles split the Cowboys last year?
Hey, Marky, can we bet that the Cowboys have a better record than the Eagles too? Can we bet that?
They not.
You don't want to invest the money. I ain't betting for them.
Bruh, they've been in the Super Bowl. They've been in the Super Bowl more than us. Both our teams combined in the last fucking 20 years.
Look at you. See, that's how I know.
You talking
shit. We gonna have that better record this year. It's not a hole on this team. We got the best O-line in football. We got that monster Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis.
We quite good.
Hey, did the Eagles split with the Cowboys last year?
Georgia Bulldogs. The NFC East does this every year. We change division leaders every single year. I'm trying to tell y'all might want to put a bet on it. Giants is going to win the division.
You crazy here. They ain't.
They might.
They ain't winning. They're not ready to win.
You know what the Giants over/under team wins
They-
is? It's 7.5.
Knockout.
They're not
Was
winning.
I wrong?
Why? Does anybody know why?
D-Free.
Why?
D-Free, listen.
Give other teams in the
Knockout.
division
Was
credit.
I wrong what I said last year? I told you the NFC East. We change a division champion every single
Whoop they
year.
ass,
Was I wrong?
No, you wasn't wrong at all.
bro.
Yeah.
And,
Every year we
and,
change.
and
I'm telling
the,
you.
the Cowboys, Eagles, and Commanders gonna smash the fucking Giants. We gonna beat the shit out of the Giants.
Did the Cowboys and the Eagles split last year, or did the Eagles beat them twice?
Yeah, we split.
We split with Dallas
split.
and Philly.
You split?
They split with
Yeah.
Okay, so basically,
the Eagles and Washington. They split with both of us.
okay, so y'all gonna find a way to get Cooper Rush in the game when y'all play the Eagles?
Nah, for what? What we need Cooper for?
Shit.
Cooper don't throw interceptions, man.
I'm telling you.
Hey, that boy led the league.
We done
Hey,
went
Sheldon.
12-5 2
Hey,
years in a
Sheldon,
row. We
that
gotta
deep-
be the most
hey, Sheldon.
disrespected winning team.
Yeah.
That man led the league in
goddamn
pick
NFL.
sixes.
Not Cooper Rush didn't.
No, I'm talking about Dak.
I'm talking about Cooper Rush. They might need to put him in when they play the Eagles.
Man, you need to go get you a green jersey, Coach Yoda.
No, I'm just saying because he don't throw picks. I love that, man. I love that.
Mark your
man.
dance and do that. Mark your dance. I love that.
Yeah,
I
man.
love that, man. I want to
Put
see
Cooper
Dak
Rush
win.
ass in there with
Man,
Chew's
fuck
ass
that.
up.
I can count on Dak to throw a pick. And Dak throws picks at the worst time.
Fuck Dak.
At the
Yes, he
worst
does.
time.
Man, ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You gotta admit, man, the Eagles are pretty good. Ain't you a Washington fan?
No, I said you talking all that shit like you been to the Super Bowl too.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to my sis. What's going on, Queen?
What's up? Quick, me
What's
and
up,
G5
honey
in here
bun?
riding. We in here riding. Me and G5 over here. We riding on their ass. You know?
Nah, you being delusional.
Riding on
G5
their
over
ass,
here
man.
realistic. You on delusion time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I'm just saying the odds is in y'all favor. If y'all want to put a small wager on the Giants winning the division, I'm just trying to say. So
I put a wager on it
for week 18, Coach Joe.
Knockout, we got a bet, right?
Bro.
With the
I'm just saying, I'm not rooting for the Giants.
We got a bet with what, Thomas?
I'm
We got a bet?
going for the
Well,
Washington
hey,
division.
Cowboys and
hey,
Seahawks for that game? Yeah. What? How many was it?
Man, Gino going for
Man,
400.
more than what I can do, probably.
Gino going 25
I think it was just like, was it 50 or was it 100?
I think it was like 100.
for me.
Smash.
All right, yeah, we locked in.
Hey,
Bro. Just
man.
remind me.
Hey, they sleeping.
If I lost.
Gina gonna have another good season. Watch.
Gino going for
Man,
400.
Gino just got paid. Man, this gave Gino $105 million, man.
That's
Gino,
it's
he
that's
playing
a
free
friendly
now.
deal.
He playing free now.
Could have got more.
He don't need more.
He balled
No,
last
I'm
year.
saying he could have got more, but he took a friendly deal.
Big Tex. All you got to go do is look at the last 8 years of the NFC East division, and you will see that we changed each champion every single year. That's all you got to do.
It's gonna, yeah, we do, but it's gonna be between 3 teams, and we up here. Shit.
I'm just telling you.
Yep.
I won't.
No, I got you.
If the Giants win, I won't be surprised.
Okay.
I know who ain't gonna win.
Over under is
I'm
7.5.
saying trends are meant to be broken.
I know who's not going to win the division. I know that.
Me too. I know that too. Your team.
So you don't believe
What's
that
them ain't winning the
you don't believe in young guys?
What's them ain't winning the division? That's who ain't winning.
I can't wait to make your ass go live and get these push-ups in. Just like I can just imagine.
So you
and
telling me
Coach at the same time? Just
Matter
doing
of fact, I'm gonna have to be a co-host on your channel because you ain't gonna be able to talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
So you telling me that y'all don't have no belief in Danny Jones, man? Y'all don't believe in Daniel Jones, bro?
That nigga
Hell
gonna be
nah.
debating while doing push-ups and shit.
It ain't just him. It's his team us around him.
OG
I don't
shit.
believe in.
Daniel Jones, bro, is like when the Redskins kept signing Kirk Cousins. It just made me happy on the inside. I just knew. I knew he was gonna be all
This
right,
nigga
bro.
stupid. Now I got you, motherfucker, boy.
We ain't got that problem no more. We ain't got
You
that
like
problem.
that? You like that?
He living our past, Lord.
We
We
ain't got
ain't had that
problem
man in
no
about
more.
5 years.
No, I'm saying that's what Daniel Jones is. Like the whole division. Like, come on, y'all can admit when the Giants signed Daniel Jones, y'all ass like, yep, we got their ass. We good. We ain't worried about
I mean, Hey, I'm not mad at Daniel Jones. Speaking of Daniel Jones, let me go ahead and put Thomas on the spot because he said Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones is like the same player.
I did say that, and I mean, if you look at last year to this year,
well, hold on.
Dak is Kirk Cousins, bro. Kirk Cousins is Dak.
Hold on. Statistically, who had the better season?
Daniel Jones. That's what I'm saying. From last year to this year. That's all I'm saying.
Daniel had rushing yards and rushing touchdowns too.
Dak had a few though. Dak had a few
3,000 yards last year.
Bro, that man in a dink and dunk system. Run first.
Man.
Play act.
They had a bad year last year, but y'all ain't finna disrespect my boy like that, boy.
I think that really Kirk Cousins and Dak is the same dude. They the same dude.
Dak doesn't need to throw 40 fucking times a game, 35 times a game.
He doesn't. He don't.
That's never been his game.
If Dak can play like he played the year before last, we all right, bro.
Facts.
If he can play like he played his rookie season, y'all would be okay.
I hate Dallas, but I agree. Yes. Yeah.
Why do you hate
y'all
Brady so much, bro? Is it because y'all jersey so ugly and look like?
What'd you say? I disagree with you. I just said
But
the year.
you know what happened? You know what happened, knockout.
Hey.
Hold up.
See, Dak was killing them in his rookie season, but then they got the film on him.
And that all black hard. What are you talking about? That all black
hard. Boy, that shit ugly, boy. That shit
we bust up.
No, that black on black made everybody say, you know what? I'm gonna go get a black on black.
Yep. Damn right.
The only thing me and Coach Joe ever disagree on is football. I fucking love it.
Nah, basketball too, because we had that bet, but it voided. The Suns and Mavericks, but we can.
But it ain't like the Cowboys and Commanders though. Hell no.
Nah.
Woo, that shit is on 1,000, nigga. From the time you say Commanders Cowboys. Shit, that shit up.
Hey, what's the word on Chase Young, man? Is he back?
Yeah, he back.
Seattle plays the NFC East, so we play the Commanders and the Eagles.
And
that's gonna be fine. Y'all need to handle all of them. Thomas, handle all their ass, bro.
If the Seahawks beat both of them, Thomas gonna be like,
we beat Seattle the last 2 times, I think.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
We beat Seattle the last 2.
The last 2 or one time. I don't know.
Seattle lose to everybody in the East. We ain't gonna see Thomas for about a good
Probably
month.
not. And I'm thinking about they play the Giants on Monday night. I may go to that. But the Eagles,
you gonna have another drive. Hey, if we beat the fucking Seahawks, Thomas gonna all of a sudden say, "Man, I was gonna do the push-up, but I got another job, man. You know what I'm saying? Night shift and shit. Like, goddamn.
And you know, Thomas, I'm calling
I missed your live. I was at work and shit.
Matter of fact, Thomas, you won't be on the panel because I'm calling that game. I'm calling all Monday night games, all Thursday night games, all Sunday.
Is that a Monday night game?
I think so. The Giants and Seahawks.
No, the Giants. Oh no, I think you're talking. No, I know we play the Giants Monday night.
No, that's what I'm saying. Monday night. I'm calling that game. I'm calling.
Well,
all
it
Monday
depends
night.
because if I go to the game, I can't call the game.
He gonna say he was at the game. He gonna say he was at the game.
I always go. You know, Seattle's undefeated at the new stadium, right? They never lost at MetLife. Never lost.
They're gonna lose this year.
Undefeated. That's Seattle's new stadium.
That's because they had Russell Wilson. They ain't got Russell Wilson no more.
It don't matter.
All right, I'm just saying.
And the Commanders is where? It's in Seattle, I think, right?
I'm just saying.
It's in Seattle because Seattle goes to Dallas.
Don't be surprised. Oh
So
shit,
they
my bad.
Eagles.
Don't be
And
surprised.
Seattle owns the Eagles too.
If your man get beat out there, don't be surprised. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we play like week 7 or something.
Yeah.
Week 7. I know we play week 4 the Giants. We'll see what happens, man.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. I wouldn't know. Well, I can't really say that because we always go on a run in the middle of the season. But if we start the season off like 4-1 or 3-2, we're gonna have a pretty good season.
The Cardinals stink. Then after the Cardinals, I believe
we got
somewhere.
We got Buffalo the third game.
The Buffalo's third and the Eagles are 4. I don't know who's the second game.
I forgot who the second game was too. My damn son, that shit just slipped my mind. I forgot. I had the schedule. Damn, where I put the schedule?
I just looked at it. It's a winnable game because I think y'all can win the first 2 easy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna beat Buffalo as well.
I think Buffalo's on the decline. Is it true this guy has been complaining too?
I think we're gonna be
Diggs is
Buffalo as well.
complaining. That's not good.
We might very well start the season off 3-0. Might very well start the season off 3-0.
Week 2 might be. Damn, who's week 2? I just saw that shit. Y'all play the AFC East. I know that.
I can't remember. I just know Buffalo is number 3, and I know Arizona's number 1. Arizona's the first game. Buffalo's the third game. Eagles is the fourth game.
And I think the Bears are 5. I literally just looked at it. That's why I looked because when I told you before, I said
I'm gonna pull it up right now. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Yeah, because remember I said you guys can start off pretty good because your schedule. I know the Bears is 5 and 6. I can't remember 6. But y'all play the AFC East.
Hey, we beat y'all with Taylor Heineke. Imagine what Howell gonna do to y'all.
Different team.
That's not good. That's not
different
good.
Teams now.
That's not good at all.
No, that was just last year. But it's y'all just without Russ. That's the same team.
I mean,
without
that was
Bobby.
a game I was mad we lost. I was mad we lost to Carolina last year. We lost to some teams that we shouldn't have lost to.
Because I believe didn't Russ had that thumb injury?
You talking about 2 years ago or last year? Because last year,
2 years ago.
You know,
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah, Russ was hurt, but I think he played that game.
No, we played y'all Monday night.
Yeah, he played that game.
He came downfield and scored the touchdown, but he missed the 2-point conversion to tie it. That shit was stressful. Dog, we held y'all like under. I think it was a low scoring game.
It was a low scoring game.
Hey, a couple of our teams, man, it's based. A lot of shit is based on what our quarterback's gonna do. We gonna go as our quarterback goes. You know what I'm saying? We got good defenses. We got a solid defense. Commanders got a solid defense. Shit, y'all Seahawks, y'all got a solid defense too. But
on paper.
I mean,
I don't know yet until
put like this: the first half, y'all they was kicking ass. Then they started to So I mean, they showed they could be solid.
I like the corner duo they got now, but I thought they should have went and got Jalen Carter, bro. I don't think you should ever build your team from the outside in. You build from the trenches out.
You didn't hear me earlier. I said you win the games at the line of scrimmage. I would have took Carter too. I was mad at the pick.
Man,
but
we agree on that philosophy.
Yeah, I always believe the line of scrimmage is.
That's who it is. We got Denver, the second team.
Denver,
game.
Okay.
I'm going to that game too.
I don't think you could ever go wrong drafting an offensive lineman or a big D tackle.
Yeah. If they're special, you got to take it. If
I think Chapter don't look bad for Michigan either. He's strong as a motherfucker too, boy. Shit,
I think
that's good.
Kid from Alabama.
Yeah, I've been watching some film on Mozzie Smith. He's a freak.
But you got to think, y'all didn't build. Y'all built from the back end though with the Legion of Boom.
Hey, Coach Joe.
Yeah, we built the secondary.
Look what BVO said to
first.
That is true.
Jizzle wears rock.
BVO. Don't make me get A1 on your ass, boy.
Hold on. Matter of fact, you said I look like Steve Meaner from Boondocks.
Who said that?
BVO said that earlier. See, I be trying to let your ass make it because
Buffalo lost one of their better defenders, though. I don't know what he's talking about.
BVO, you my brother, but you can't fuck with me when it comes to this roasting shit, dog. I only look for folks that I know that can compete. You can't compete, and I be going light. I be going light on you.
I'm gonna tell y'all when A1 said that nigga BVO be hungry in his sleep, dog. I almost lost it. I was done when he said that shit. I was done.
BVO, why your ass going to hiding, gang? I heard your ass went to hiding.
BVO was going on A1 earlier today. I mean,
he had to go get some new material and shit. He had to write down his material. That's why.
Yeah, he was
Let's talk about hell Joe. That was crazy. Said you can't hold me and roast it. I'm telling you, Ohio niggas take everything as it's a pause type of shit. Everything don't require a pause. What's the fuck wrong with you niggas, bro?
That's the East Coast thing.
That's what happened when you got. That's what happened when you got 2 O's in your motherfucking fucking name. Shit, 2 holes in your goddamn head. Some shit. Yeah. Like what Lil Wayne say, I started with 2 O's like Ohio. Shit, yeah. real shit in his motherfucking head. Talking
Bro,
that
y'all
crazy
only
shit.
relevant because of Cameron. That's crazy.
Thomas, did you see the picture I put up of BC in the chat?
Yeah, you fucked up.
That's all he do all day is be. He from DC, so that's all they do. Shit.
That was fucked up, man. Who put the picture of me? That shit was funny too.
That was me.
That was it.
But BBO mad because he built like a deflated bounce house.
God damn.
You know when that bitch be going down, that bitch got different deeps and dunks in that
That bitch
motherfucker.
be slow. That shit got to slowly.
BBO, where you at, man?
Slowly. Get up, Craig. Get up, Craig. Come on.
You got these people
Get up,
impugning
BBO.
on your character, BBO.
Fight back, BVO.
Come on, BBO.
BVO, he got you at a 10-8 round right now, my guy.
That nigga got you in a
He's getting his looking
chokehold.
bad.
He's taking the life out of you.
And I'm going light. I'm over here rolling my blunts up and shit. I'm like, nigga, I ain't even focused on you like that.
Hey, guess what, BVO? You still don't know shit about boxing.
That's what he told me. So I don't know shit about boxing. I'm like,
He don't know
BBO,
shit
you
about
want me to?
sports. Bro, you have
BBO, do you really want? You my brother.
I'm gonna tell you.
But do you really want me to embarrass you in a boxing debate?
No, I'm gonna tell
Bro,
you.
this shit won't even be close.
Monkey Dan knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's over with. BBO can no longer say he is not a TO fan because this man was just on T channel right before we got on this live, and he asked T, "Why is TO the most feared man at 140?"
He said it with a straight face too. I know he did.
No,
He's a wild nigga. He's a wild man.
I see you, honey, bud. I see you. I don't even do the debate. I just judge. But like when you come in, you probably don't know shit about boxing. You want to play this Mayweather clip? Okay, hop your ass on my panel when I go live. Pick a time.
Oh,
shit not even gonna be.
calling
Shit not even
your
gonna
bluff.
be close.
He calling
Like
your
I'm
bluff.
tired of motherfuckers talking like I ain't been on both sides of the debate spectrum, bruh.
Gio is a bad.
He's at a stud. Hey, I get more bitches than you.
Man, you mad because you feel like a broke finesse 2 times. Shut up. Shut your ass up. You steady talking shit. Shit.
Oh shit! Y'all niggas retarded.
That nigga tatted a Cleveland Brown helmet on his eye and shit like he got teardrops
Hey,
and shit.
for real, we only claim OTB for real. I don't know where this nigga came from.
Hey, anybody going to the fight on 30th?
Going to the what?
The fight on the 30th. Anybody going?
The 30th?
What fight?
Yeah, I'm going.
Talking about Canelo shit.
Vegas. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm going.
I'm not
Nice.
going to
Yeah. Yeah, you close by.
I'm a buy.
Yo, hit that.
Nigga, you in Vegas. Of course you go.
Hit that bitch up, Shell.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
Sheldon,
by.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Sheldon, I went to the
It's
first
September.
Pac-12 game out there.
September 30th.
Yeah,
September 30th.
29th.
What'd you say that? You went where?
I went to the first Pac-12
September
game
29th.
at the new stadium.
September 30th.
Oh, okay.
When it was what was it? It was Utah, Oregon. That jump was
Utah,
my
Oregon, the
God, that shit
Pac-12
was
championship.
jumping.
Yeah.
BBO's
Man,
backstage.
that shit was jumping. Oh my God.
Oh, here he comes.
Here he comes.
Come on, BBO. Come on, get your fresh water puddle built ass in here.
Hey, G5, you still want turtlenecks, man?
What you do, BBO? Why they over your head, huh?
Hey, man, you know,
Go ahead.
fanboy. Whatever somebody want to say, I'm going to get A1. You sound like you sound.
These motherfuckers in here on your head, man. What you doing, bro? What's going on with you?
Hey, man, you know how them dark
You
skin
need to go
niggas
get
do.
your lick back, nigga.
Don't you do that. But go ahead and get you some jokes. You need them. I'm giving you free shots. You need them.
Hey, man, I roast you all the time, man. I'm just stuck on this dude Jizzle talking about I'm going to get A1.
Here we go.
He even let that shit go.
Bro, let it. Bro, that's how you know it touched the nerve. Boy, that man had you in hide. It must have struck a nerve. It must have struck a nerve with you guys.
No, I don't. Anytime the dude
That
like
man, That man got you in high.
That boy just look like Missy Elliott.
You ducking like you Teal.
Damn, you know what's funny? No, if you think I'm worried about A1, that dude got Down syndrome, bro. I'm not worried about a dude with Down syndrome, man. I'm just letting you know.
Down syndrome.
This brother got Down syndrome, man. Like, what's the use of me getting on a dude with Down syndrome, bro? Like, I can get A1. He's like a Ninja Turtle. I can see why me and him go back. But that boy A1 got Down syndrome, bro.
That's fucked up.
Now, if your future kids come out with Down syndrome, you're gonna be fucked up.
Fucked up, man.
Hey, man, don't wish that on me.
Man, baby, yo, what's your beef for A1, bro?
A1 about to come up. A1 on the road, so he in Omaha right now.
Yeah.
A1 said, when I get back to Cali, I'm roasted BBO.
Hey, A1 no better, man. He stopped at Ross, man. Get all his earrings from Claire's. Like,
just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. It's gonna be.
Nigga say he shot at
not Claire's icing. Oh man. I remember seeing that bitch in the mall.
That was funny. That nigga say he shot at.
Like I said,
he get all his earrings from Claire's. I didn't know they had that bitch.
Get back.
Hey, man, you act like you from somewhere big. You from Dallas, dude. Get out of here.
Oh, nigga, you from Ohio? Boy, you better get your. Man, don't even start with me, bro.
Ain't shit to do out that
You're not in
bitch.
Houston. You're in Dallas. You're not in Houston. You're in Dallas.
Yeah, nigga, Dallas, nigga. Yeah, Dallas, nigga. Well, all you motherfuckers migrating to move to.
You from Dakota, Texas, bro. You're not from Oak Cliff or nothing. You from Dakota, Texas, coming to Dallas.
Nigga, your name is BBO Boxing. Nigga, man, get your
name is G5. What G5?
G5, nigga, that's a fucking jet, nigga. A plane.
You know what my name is?
Something
BBO?
that expensive.
I'm gonna tell you why my name is BBO. I did that the name after somebody that passed. That's why my name is BBO. But the same thing is, man, you still shop at Hot Topic, bro, and you wear Stacey Adams, man, with no dress shoes and with no dress socks on. So I'm not worried about you, bro. I'm just not worried about you, man.
That's all you got?
No, I'll wait if you come back.
No, you need to get some more in. You need to get some more jokes off, bro.
That's like me saying you to grow braids. That's like me asking you to grow braids. It just sounds stupid.
Oh, yeah, because I'm bald head. That's cool. That's like telling you to go drink a smart water, expecting you to get smart. Goofy. What you talking about? Yeah, you got your comeback game strong, boy. You better quit playing with me.
Hey, man,
That nigga said to me, drinking smart water.
Hey, you got. Hey, I can't beat you. You got jizzle in here, stick riding. I don't know. I can't win.
Fatality.
Like I said, I can't win. You got jizzle in here laughing like you Eddie Murphy. He on Arsenio Hall. What you want me to do?
I laugh at everything, beef. Hey, I laughed at your jokes. That shit was funny. I don't discriminate, bro.
This nigga D5 got bad skin, man. He's trying to talk crazy. I don't know.
Oh shit! Look who got in. Look at A1's there.
You lying?
I got bad skin.
Ruben stuttered.
Boy,
the fuck up.
Nigga.
You said,
Look
hey,
here.
Oh, here goes it. A1.
Look here.
Bro, y'all spoke that man up like bitches.
There you go. He called that nigga City Jake.
This dude Elmo is crazy.
Pobrecito.
Bro, you talking about my laugh? D free over that bitch. Niggas supposed to be talking sports. This shit turned into a fucking.
Hey, man.
Like it always happen like this at the end of the show. We always
like I said, this
turn
dude
into
got
a
Asperger's, man. I don't want to roast him too bad. He got Asperger's. You seen how he look, man? His left eye is all jacked up, bro. I'm not gonna get him.
That nigga said.
He said,
Nigga say he got that Forrest Whitaker.
Minus a ponytail looking ass nigga.
A1 look like Ronaldo Ray. If I look like Bruce, you Ronaldo Ray.
God damn, that Ronaldo.
Like Mr. Jones from Friday, man.
That nigga said Ronaldo Ray. I ain't heard that name in a long time.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Nigga, I done dropped my goddamn blood. Goddamn shit. Oh shit.
Hey man, that's like me talking about you being in a slow class your whole life.
Oh man,
from his whole high school career.
bro, I can't take you niggas nowhere. Oh Lord Jesus. Woo. Oh goddamn. Nigga, we all link up in person. This shit gonna turn into a whole roast session. Oh yeah, you talking shit? Oh, we in person now, goddamn. Oh yeah.
Bust out, everybody meet in person. Watch everybody have the crispy shape ups, everything brand new. Ain't nobody trying to get snapped on. Everybody come and looking as fresh as possible. Nobody gonna snap on me.
That nigga D Free said I made G5 for the first time. This nigga was slow.
He said put your ass at AAA for eating.
You know what's though?
Preston Grease God.
But remember this, you see the A1 hairline. I'm gonna give him a certificate to Bosley Medical Center.
He said I'm gonna leave your ass resting in grease.
Hey, he don't want to roast me. He got a lot of fans. Man.
God damn it, man, you.
That nigga said rust in grease. Wow.
God damn it, boy. Yeah. Shit.
I said,
hey, man, I ain't gonna lie, man.
He kept saying A1 Nate 20 times.
Like Beetlejuice.
What'd you say, Frilly?
Y'all niggas retarded. We was up this joint talking about. Hey, next week I'm doing a schedule breakdown. We're gonna go around the panel, and everybody gonna get a prediction on what they believe their team record is gonna be, and we're gonna talk about every team. Everybody, respective team. We're gonna go and we're gonna talk about what they believe that their record is going to be, because I'm gonna go game by game. Game by game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have everybody's schedule, and we're gonna go game by game. We're gonna pick whether it's gonna be a win or a loss, and at the end, we're gonna see what the record is, and then we're gonna do that for everybody that's up on the panel and their respective teams. But I'm about to get out of here. I'm about to go take my wife to work. Y'all niggas is crazy. I'm gonna let everybody get their last words, and we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna start off with G5. Go ahead, give your last words, man.
Oh man, another dope show, my brother. Shout out to all the brothers on the panel. Man, shout out to the chat, man. My brothers, y'all crazy as shit. You know what I'm saying? NFC East. Sorry, no disrespect, but disrespect. We the best division. You know what I'm saying? Sorry. You know what I'm talking about? You know, I don't mean to ruffle feathers, but I'm ruffling feathers at the same time. And before I go, BVO.
What's up, brother?
You built like the Red Sea, and I'm out.
Hey.
You just didn't get parted.
Yo, you're so fucked up.
Hey, that's what punks do, man. They say something and run.
All right, Thomas, go ahead and get your last words, man.
Yo, shout out to everybody up on the panel, everybody that came through. This was dope. I like doing this every Tuesday. We do this here in D Free's channel, talking football. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody up here does like their boxing and they do all sports. Well, that's what I do. I do mostly sports on my channel. Everything, talk a little this, talk a little that. And it's just, you know, we all give our opinions and it's respectful. We have the jokes at the end of the day. You know, this is what I like to see. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thank you, D, for once again inviting me here. This is, you know, I always have a good time here. We talk, and it's good to have different fans of different teams up here to give their perspective. It helps us when we do our bets and do our fantasy. Like, oh, he was just telling us this about the Raiders, telling us this about that. Something that we don't know everything. We know about our team as much as possible. It's hard to know everything because we can't watch all the games. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So as much as the research that I do, because I love doing this, and especially with football and baseball, I don't see all the games. It's impossible. You can't get that perspective to see the angles or whatever for each play. So you know what I'm saying? So shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? You see that's my channel at the bottom, Thomas from the Bronx, because I'm from the Bronx and that's my name. And I'm out.
All right, Mike. Yeah. Y'all catch this on the playback. Make sure y'all subscribe to all my brothers up here on the panel, their respective channels. I mean, everybody, it's all love. We up here, we laughing and joking. Everybody pretty much have fun on a regular basis. I don't really deal with a lot of trolls like that. If I see trolls in the chat, I don't even pay them no attention. But it's all love up here. They hear us talking about each other because we have respect for each other. It ain't no personal issues. But Shelton, go ahead and get your last words, man.
Hey, G Free, thanks for having me, young brother. Hey, seeing you in a minute, man. Been a little busy, but it's good to always talk to you, man. Talk sports, football, boxing, whatever it may be, man. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Raider Nation.
All right. All right. Go to my co-host, BBO.
Shout out to my brother D Free. Also, shout out to my OG Shelton, who caused me to get my first loss in the boxing series. I got robbed. But let's have some fun. See y'all next week.
All right. Make sure y'all tune in to me and BBO tomorrow. We will be back live at 7:15 tomorrow and Thursday. And we'll be back next Tuesday for this NFL matchups. I'll let y'all. Peace.